fuck? What the fuck? Okay, what's going on? What is going on? Nothing has changed. We just went to bed, came back up. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on. Okay, there we go. Business got a lot of heat, huh? Well, let me see something. Damn, this froze again. What's going on, man? Get shit together, nigga. Okay, so what we're gonna do is come over here.
What is it about? Hold on, let me clean up my nails.
That fixed it. Fixed it. Okay. Nope, it didn't fix it. Bring some of this heat down. What's up, dude? Man, collect the car keys. Where the fuck the car keys at? They are hiding car keys and shit, man. Huh? Come on, bro. You gonna leave it right there? Oh, wow. Okay. Growler. Growler, huh? God damn, nigga. Come on, bro. This car's fun to drive, man. That's why I like this car. Bro, what the fuck, man? The hell? What's wrong with this thing? Again, dog? Okay, what's going on? Something got to be going on from over here. Gotta be over here. I think this is the source right here. You are the fucking source, dude.
You can't do this.
What the hell?
Guess what Vladimir put, not Vladimir, Vladimir Zelensky says to Putin. These people got problems. He told Putin that if you don't stop bombing them, they should expect the same fate. expect the same fate as I ran. You were a kid. This is a shit show, yo. Like, it's a shit show. You know, Vladimir sounds like it should be Putin's first name. You know what Putin's first name is?
What?
Ayatollah
Oh, okay.
Putin.
When they kill that nigga, they gonna celebrate.
Who, Putin?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it is Vladimir, and it is Vladimir Putin. Okay, and then Volodymyr Zelensky. So I wonder what that shit means.
You want to suck, a fuck, or hand job?
What happened?
Nothing.
Oh yeah, it feels so incredible. Yeah. Oh yeah, you feel so good, baby. Oh. Oh. Yeah, give me that big dick. You like it when I feel your balls? Oh yeah, you're so rock hard. Oh. Get it in there nice and deep. Oh. Oh yeah.
You sound like a child right now laughing at that.
You know how to say, girl. You're so hard. Want a little
I'm
scoop?
laughing because it's just stupid, yo. Like the animation, like why? Why is the animation like that? Like why should she have to do all this noise?
Oh, yeah, play with my tits. Oh, yeah. Oh, that feels so fucking good. Ew. Smells so fucking good inside
That
your
Joe.
mouth. Oh, yeah, come
Go to
all
this
over
right
me,
here. Let's
baby.
go here.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, come over, baby. God, you got me fucking wet. Oh. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, I could fuck you for days. Oh, baby. Maybe you'd like some more.
There's a max 3 times. Let's go. Come on. Let's go to the max. Let's go to the max. To the max. 14 minutes ago. It's like here.
I love your cock.
Let's see what's going on over here. I'm gonna go over here.
Oh, yeah. Oh, fuck, it's gonna make me fucking come. Oh, yeah, it feels so incredible.
So weird ass go.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you feel so good, baby. Oh. Oh. Yeah, give me that big dick.
1, 2, 3.
You like it when I
Are you
feel
watching
your
this too or no?
balls? Oh, yeah, you're so rock hard. Oh.
Who's the fourth person?
Get it in there nice and
Let me see.
deep. Oh. Oh, yeah.
Okay, 26. KP.
Oh.
PS.
Oh,
KDPS.
yeah, play with my tits.
CPU 36%.
Oh, yeah.
60 frames per second.
Fucking
Okay.
good.
60 frames per second. That's cool. That's cool. We're good. We're running at optimum. At optimum. Nicely delivered. Got people are so lazy. They call people to come pick up their car and go wash it. Telling you, man. It's like niggas don't go do their own moving no more. And everybody wants you to come help them move or pay for moving. Niggas just lazy. Laziness at its highest.
Review just in. Beautiful work, excellent service. Fell in love with the guy on the phone, 5 stars.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I admire how much money you're putting through the pipes, but you gotta cool off, boss. We need to keep the books balanced or we'll have the IRS sniffing around. People asking questions. Just take a sec, wash a few cars, get a little wet. Then we can get back to what we do best.
Let me go check this real quick, see what this is. Okay. It's ugly ass color, but okay. Ugly color on that car. Got a mix. The heat is down, the safe. Let me go in the safe, see what's in the safe. Let me get some of that shit off the safe. No, we good. Just leave that in there. under some more shit. Figgins work. Which one's more? Request work from Ralph. Payment will take a short time to be launched before it can be collected from your car wash.
Whoa, let me start drinking my water first. Water.
Ooh, can I get hot cocoa? You started this. You mind my business and you can't introduce me to hot cocoa. I didn't even know hot cocoa could be made in this house that good until you showed me. You know? I know I can, but you know, yours is better. Fuck. The hell. I know I can make it. I mean, you would find somebody who'll make a better hot cocoa than you. Why would you make it yourself? Like, come on, dude. See, you're a hater. I don't know. You're just a hater. Yeah, you really a hater. So, like, no, like, for real. Like, you're like a undercover hater. Like, you're the worst kind of haters. So me, I'm like a known hater. You know what I'm saying? Like, you look at me, you look in my eyes, you expect me to hate on some shit, and you get that. But you,
Your thought of my haterism is me just speaking the truth. This is not a surprise.
No, it's not a surprise. It's not a surprise.
Can you move your chair? Show me something. You on the blanket.
Oh.
Be thinking about how the blankets were falling, or the pillows were falling back there. And I'm thinking, man, what if a roach enters one of these pillows? And it tries to come on and sleep. Like the big ass white bugs. We don't have roaches. For anybody listening.
The ones we got are called water bugs, apparently.
They come from outside.
Roach is a roach, man.
Die inside. That's the strange thing about those things. They come in the house just to die. I don't get it.
No, they don't. They come in the house to search for heat and food, and some evil person like me and you kills them.
No, there's some that just die. Haven't you like walked in and you just see one laying there?
Damn.
Like for no reason.
I thought you killed
Like
it.
what happened to you? No, it's just they come in there just to die. Like it's so weird. Like ain't nobody touch you. What's wrong with you? So I don't get why they come in the house and then they.
And then dogs piss me off because dogs be looking at the roaches and like not doing nothing.
Now if it was a cat, that would be a different story.
Oh, I get to rob this place. It's cool. bad. It's a bad joke. Y'all just had to add some drama. Boy.
You don't realize all these people are leaving
What people?
this country.
Oh.
You know who's supposed to destroy Persia,
Who?
Iran, in the last of days?
Iran was supposed to destroy Persia.
No. Do you know who's gonna destroy modern day Persia? Iran.
Iran.
In the last of days.
Who?
Russia.
Mm.
And guess who's their ally right now?
Russia.
They're dumb.
Meaning that after all this is sorted out with, right? Another war is coming between Iran and Russia, basically. Right?
That's their last of days, devil. And it's also last of days of Russia is also supposed to try to destroy Christianity in the last of days. So Russia is supposed to be the superpower at the end of all of this.
So who destroys this great place?
What? The United States?
Mm-hmm.
They say, you know what, they call it modern day Babylon. And
So it doesn't get destroyed.
it will.
No. Damn. Ah.
Do you know what old day Babylon is?
No.
It's Middle East.
This is modern day Babylon, supposedly.
Old day Babylon. Middle East was a wealthy place. Very wealthy. Now look at what it looks like, right? Now, modern day Babylon apparently is supposed to be the United States. And that's whatever is going on in the Middle East or how the Middle East looks.
It's gonna look like
it's
this over here.
supposed to be here. So, United States and all their superpowers rule here. Because didn't I just tell you Russia is the one that's supposed to be?
Maybe they feel like they can counter all of that shit.
Yeah, the way things are going, though. See, that's why I try to stay quiet when I hear about these people wars.
It's a well-planned thing I'm doing right now. I'm robbing 3 banks. And the alarm has not came up. They gave me 8 minutes. Why that can't be so when you do stealth in a casino bank? They give you 3 minutes, and them fucking minutes be going so damn fast.
Hey. All right, here you go.
You just gave me money. I'm robbing you. That's crazy. Yo, this car wash business is nice, yo. I like this business. Yeah, I like this. Yeah, man. This probably one of my favorite businesses. One of my second favorite business. Oh, hey, man. I'm talking about my cyber connection. Okay. I'm about to go have fun later on like a child. Celebrate Andrew's birthday like it's mine. You know? Because in these last days, that's all I can do. So, you know, to hell if I'm talking right now. Okay? Shit. The hell. They got people in bunkers and stuff. Don't know what their faith holds. Ain't got nothing to do with anything. Mm-hmm. You know one thing, these folks better start negotiations fast.
You say what?
They better start negotiations fast.
I don't know. Trump's cocky, real good guy. You know.
Whichever side, whoever cocky, whoever ain't cocky, somebody needs to be uncocky.
That's true, but
Yeah, they start
somebody will lose.
negotiation fast, yo. Stop this shit. Cause
Somebody definitely needs to be the bigger person
yeah,
in this
and
situation.
somebody will lose.
You know how these people move. And it ain't gonna happen now. It'll eventually happen soon. They're gonna do it quiet. Remember how they did those plane crashes?
Diet sodas are actually worse for you, you know.
9/11.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That was unexpected.
All right, look, so the internet is a huge and terrible place that I still don't understand. But the bottom line is, we got some trolls out there banding together to fuck with the stock prices. I seen some creepy ass nasty stuff on their message boards, and they got the whole fucking army out there dumping and pumping their shit wherever they like. And they've been rigging prices all over the market, cashing out and fucking everybody else in the process, including a bunch of our clients. And right now, they targeting a stock pick that we all should be worried about. It's a tall ask, but man, I need you to get rid of as many of the ringleaders of these basement dwelling crooks as you can before they crash the
Say
fucking
that
stock.
again.
And look, if you do right, a lot of very rich people gonna be very grateful to us, and we gonna get paid.
That's my last time forgiving you. I know.
See, man, I should be running. What do you call it? Cool, man.
I should just start cheating too.
Yep, that's me.
And BJ enjoying his sleep, huh?
Hmm?
BJ must be sleeping really good.
First of all, when I woke up at 3 a.m.,
The nigga was up.
he said he fell asleep, but he woke up. Crazy person. I don't know how true that is.
You're fully asleep.
And Andrew was awake too. So I did like switch off the whole thing and put him back to sleep.
You assassinated a troll. Dude got assassinated for trolling. Damn. Yo, this game is tripping, yo. You heard me? Damn. You can't be out here just assassinating niggas because they troll. What the hell? Man, we haven't had a good cake in a long time, yo.
Yeah, because I be going like
It
Mexican.
seems like the only time we have good cakes is when our birthday comes around. You know what I'm saying? We buying these whack ass cakes and shit, nigga. You be asking niggas whack questions and shit. Hey, you know, should I get? Like, come on, man. We gotta eat the cake too. The kids eat cake, whatever we eat. Yeah, get a good cake, man. Jeez, these lame ass cake. And chocolate is the best cake. Shit, chocolate is the best cake. Every now and then, carrot cake come through. You know. Well, not even cake, man. Those cakes with the flakes and shit, man. Do I need to come with you? Show you how to buy cake? Nah, I'm gaming right now. I gotta let you go get the cake on your own. Yep, these assassinations are gonna be done in less than 7 minutes. Oh, where the fuck am I going?
It has to come on first. Why? Open your door. It has to come on first.
What up, buddy? Hmm? Yeah, nigga. Nigga, I'm bulletproof. What you gonna do, huh? Huh? Come on. Put that gun down. Put that gun down. Fight like a man. Got stumped down. I whooped your ass with my fist. This is Grand Theft Auto. We don't play that. You know what? I'm gonna fist assassinate these dudes. That's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna fist assassinate these dudes. You about to get assassinated with a fist. Beat you to death. Uh-oh. 7 minutes. Next person. Where's the next person at? Trying to talk to a girl? Huh? Huh? That nigga? Huh? 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 Come on. Fight, nigga. Fight. Shut up. You're just gonna stand and let me beat you like that? Huh? Oh, God. Boy, I thought, boy, you about to get it too. You about to get it. Yeah. Play those games. Whew. We're done. Let's see, you know what? Let's go to the salvage yard and get this money. In the salvage yard money. Kathy, for some reason it smells like a baby.
You say what?
It smells like a baby around here. What the hell's going on? No, you know how it smells when there's a newborn baby out in the house, like like the first week. Now the whole house starts to.
Yeah, it smells like
Yeah. You got some type of baby lotion or some shit?
You said baby lotion?
Yeah.
No way.
Oh, yeah. That's creepy. I don't like that newborn smell. I hate those.
Funny thing is, I think Andrew had a dream about a baby because I did too.
Ew.
He said, because when he woke up out of I had a dream about a baby. Anyways, when he woke up out of his sleep, the first thing he said, baby,
Baby,
baby.
where's the hot cocoa?
Oh my God, it's in the microwave.
Oh, okay. Whew. He might have been looking at himself.
No, he said he woke up saying baby.
Oh, okay. Alright. We gotta sell this, guys. Let's see what we got over here. We've acquired that right there. Let's acquire this. That's cool.
Okay, that's a sweet ride. Let's get it. Here's the plan. You know Arena War? That crazy show they film over at
We're gonna
Maze
get
Bank
2, we're
Arena?
gonna stack them up,
I fucking love
and then
that
we're gonna
shit.
sell all that shit.
I got a season ticket, private box, everything. I count Mr. Jerome as a close personal friend. Anyway, I was looking at one of the tickets, and there's a halftime show that caught my eye. It's being hosted by the Duggins. You know, the casino owners.
The Duggan
This car
robbery.
is in
The
the
Dugan
starting
robbery.
lineup, and check it out. It was one of the stunt cars they used in a Jack Howitzer movie. What a great movie,
Limpodati,
too. The Duggins
Tropos,
are big fans, apparently. And
Rala,
so is Yusuf.
Rallier,
We gotta have that car, man. So let's go
Rallier,
about Maze Bank Arena and
Rally,
figure out how we're gonna
Rallier.
take it. They have a
I
private
don't know.
box, so let's start there.
What is your problem?
One of them is your child. That's the issue. It must be the little one you're talking to. You got a lot of screws missing.
So, snatching the Dugan's car right from under their noses during the halftime show,
We don't want to hear all these stories and shenanigans, none of that. We got shit to do. We got shit to steal. Come on, man. Get the hell out of here, man.
There you go.
Thank you, my love. Thank you. Oh, you damn love twisted to the side or something. What's your issue, yo? Like when you do stuff.
Chocolate.
Yeah, when you do stuff, you get the hell yes. Yeah, that's what makes me happy. What? Your problem. Okay, let's take that out. started. Y'all did this, man. I was trying to mind my business. But y'all did this. Y'all did this. Now y'all got me going buck wild in here. Dude. Fuck out of here, dude. Get your bitch ass out of here. Ah. Okay. Damn it. My shit impounded. Alright. There we go. Your mama. Let me go get this out of the impound. Okay. No, no, no.
All right. Now that we got a look at the place, let's talk about what we need to get in there and crash the Duggan's party. Disguise is the start. I got something genius in mind for that. You'll love it. Now we need the VIP pass to get into the Duggan's box too, because that will also get us into the pit lane where we'll find the car. Now I got a couple ideas in mind to fuck with their private security a bit, so don't worry. Not that you worry. This shit is gonna be fun.
so good.
Okay.
Oh, you taking care of hair today? Can you spray my hair? No. Ah. Damn it. God damn. Nigga, get your bitch ass up, nigga. Fuck. Ah. Oh. I'm coming for nobody, nigga. Bitch ass nigga. Oof. Wow. Part of the perfect group, weed. Weed engine. W33D. Stop playing. I'm done. Come on, let's play. Let's play. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, where you at? Where you at? Ooh, ooh, gotcha. Gotcha, my boy. Gotcha. Gotcha too. Told you I'm done playing with y'all. Mm.
It was a pain in the ass, but we got the anti-immobilizer. Bring it back to the yard whenever you get the chance.
Alright, do it right now. Ah. Go to Maze Bank Arena. Is it that far up? I say, shit. get your money back with this business, huh? Okay. I see. It's a cool little salvage yard business, man. Cost a little lot to get it. You know, I spent about 3 mil on everything. It's fun. We put a lot into it. That's cool. What I usually look forward to with these when I do these I play this GTA is how long does it take? Is it fun? Mm, because the past, yo, Rockstar always gave us all these. They give you like 6 different things you gotta do just to get some money. It's like, dude, calm down, man. LS, static outfit. Okay, let me get that disruptor real quick. It was optional, but I just get it. See, I think now in these missions, what lies is that optional. Those optional things, man, matters. And before I start this, I gotta get health. I get snacks and shit. I need something faster. Let's get there fast now. Oof. There you go. Let's go. Let's go. That's right there. Wait for them blades to stop, boy. Okay, there we go. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and get my top weapons ready. I like this. Everybody in here about to go. I'm about to go to what do you call it? GTA heaven. Okay.
You got it, right? Thought so. Okay, so look around for a list documenting the other shipments.
Okay. Where we going? Where we going? Where we going? Over here. Set this nigga right here. Okay.
So it's not like me.
Hey, maybe. You find that nigga, kick him out. Little mouth to feed, man. They got time for that shit. Like, please. Take that nigga to the fire department and leave him outside. Like, where Brenda left her baby. Or dumpster diving.
Yeah.
Shit, nigga, you're not wanted, yo. That's just, you know. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Some babies are wanted and some aren't, you know. I guess that optional mattered. No, it ain't. I've been going for an hour now, okay? See how long this lasts. You gotta take another bath too, baby, in like 5 hours.
Yep.
You gotta redo all this thing you're doing. And this is like the highlighted. I think this is your favorite part of your whole life. The shower time. Doing this. Like, no, real shit.
No,
like nothing else matters in life other than
nothing else matters in life.
It doesn't other than taking a bath.
But taking a bath is like my spa. I've said it many times.
Yeah, okay? I see. I know. I can tell.
That's where I release all my tension.
Oh, yeah, evilness. Yeah, all that shit.
Evilness. No, the hell. My stress.
Nothing but evilness going in that toilet, in that sink thing on the ground.
Whatever.
The drain. Okay, let's go. Enter the suburban. What we gonna
That's
do?
why I said wear with your sunscreen. Exactly why. You just said I'm gonna take another bath. Because I'm about to come back looking black as hell. Ridiculous. You know what? I need a hat. Why didn't I breath or some shit like that?
Welcome. How are you doing today?
Think you gonna look at me weird if I walk around with that breath? Huh?
If I can help, just ask.
Like, look at the sun.
It was just thing it would be no different from when you go out there with a cowboy boots and skirt on.
What do I do now? I look at the sunscreen on. Wish I had that.
go now. Come on, helicopter. I need you to go faster. There we go. Let's go. Yep. Alright. Can you go turn up the faucet off of the toilet in the bathroom? In the tub? The tub. Can you turn that? There you go. That's good. You just turn it until it stops. How's your sleep? I see. You woke up kind of late. Yeah, how the toilet? There's no more noise in the toilet, Kathy. There's no more noise in the toilet. So let me go get snacks real quick. Hold on real quick. Let me see something right. I need snacks. Salvage yard. Where's snacks at? No. You're arguing now? Who the fuck is that talking? Ted Cruz? Ugh. I think this. Are you doing him in a somebody debate? And asking him questions? I think that's the one I was talking about.
No, that's the one where somebody's Christian person is breaking it down because they're using the excuse of, okay, in the Bible it does say Israelites are God's people, right? But it doesn't mean it's the present day Israelites. It doesn't mean it's the present day Israel that's
They ask that nigga, yo, you want to take over? You're asking for overthrow, but what's the population? I don't know. How you don't know the population of somebody? So they're
So
bringing.
he's just basically speaking off Bible, but he doesn't know where the scripture is.
And he's like, yeah, we gotta cleanse them. He feels like America has to cleanse them. Really, Kat? This is what we're doing? Wow. They're bringing the Bible into this?
Yeah, it's a Christian breaking it down to the war of Israel and Iran because You know, they're using the prophecy of, okay, they're using a prophecy of saying that, you know, those who bless Israel are going to be blessed, and those who curse Israel are going to be cursed, right? Yeah, that's true. But is it true about modern day Israel? You know, because they're all here killing kids. So no.
Well, how is that true?
What is true?
No, continue. I don't think none of these folks know what they're talking about. Whatever promise they think God made ain't got nothing to do with it these days. This is exactly the reason why I don't participate in this shit, because people use
there's prophecy,
the Bible,
there's testament, the New Testament is prophecy of the present day and the future, and then there is the Old Testament of the old days where God was it.
And then after this New Testament is going to be a New Testament.
No,
then
you're not
after
supposed
that,
to
there's going to be a New Testament.
No, you're not supposed to add or take away from the Bible. Like, you're not supposed to do that. It's in the Bible. Don't say, where did you get that from? Exactly. You know what Ted Cruz reminds me of? He reminds me of you. Just speak on a whim. That's how I feel.
When I'm right, nobody's gonna come and tell me I'm right.
When I'm right, are you gonna come tell me I'm right?
Yeah, I always do.
I'm waiting for that day for you to tell me I'm right.
Me and you are so different. I have more accountability than you do.
Oh please, whatever, some BS. I have more accountability than you do.
But you're saying that based on what? I have proof of every time something happens.
And I have proof too.
You know, you actually don't.
Yes, I do.
You're just talking. But I got you. But I'm saying keep that same energy. Y'all don't never keep that energy. Y'all just say, That's all y'all say.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't say mention of Israel. It says, no, may you the father of a multitude of nations. No. A great nation, and I'll bless you and make your name famous so that you be accepted. So, multitude of nations, right? Abraham is also the father of Muslims, Islam. Like, come on. So he's not just a father of the nation of Israel. Case keep fucking up.
If it isn't my creepy silent friend, I'll be keeping my eye on you. Bye.
I'm sorry, I was doing Ted Cruz advice. Be like, you don't think yo, I can't do this. But you did at the beginning. Mm-hmm. It just is not the nation of Israel. Israel.
Moist.
And the Israelites did not obey God's words on the top to this point. Damn, what a rebellious ass people. Many times. So this new nation of Israel is effed up. Just now, you know, people are saying God is gone. The scripture says that we're gonna have the spirit of God within us, and we do have the spirit of God within us. Now, if you don't have the spirit of God is within you, then God's not there. You know, I guess that answers to your, you say God is not for us anymore. Alex, how you living your life, son?
Just get the cake you would like with Spider-Man or whatever on it. You know, whatever. Just chocolate. How the fuck do you do this? How the fuck do you just? Come on, this is bullshit, man. This is that bullshit I be talking about, man. That just makes shit hard for no fucking reason, man. God damn, nigga. Ugh. Let me see something real fast. Let's see. Oh, okay. Got him. car safe? Get your bitch ass out of here, nigga. Ah. Don't give a damn about you being no goddamn Marine. Oh, this bitch. I like this. Lamborghini. I like this. This must be a Lamborghini. I haven't looked at the cars in this bitch in a while. Strong Zoe. Took that bomb out. better. Ooh-wee. Okay.
Landers.
So let's go more.
I wonder if those backstage passes would let me into the show next Saturday.
Okay, so meanwhile, let me
Hey. Hey.
do some towing real fast.
Okay, so time for some almost legit work. I have details of a broken down car we can go repossess. Sending you the
Go get it. Look, fuck. Come on, this bitch is far away. Fuck it. Straight grind mode. What's up now? Well, let me put some noise to this so I can do tune in on some shit. Let's see real fast. I know what I'm gonna put in. Let's see if we can laugh.
I want to buy your house. I can pay you cash for your house no matter what condition it's in. If you need something to drink. If I want to lose my shit, oh yeah, we can go get something to drink. up, y'all? Can y'all hear me? Get me a little gator here. Good morning. Can y'all hear me? Or do I need to take your headphones out? He's get it ready. How you doing? All right. Y'all take food, Sam? No, I'm just playing. He looked like, what? There you go. Oh, I didn't know everybody was asking that.
Oh, you get this motherfucking thing in here, man.
Yeah, though. No, just don't say I stole it. All right, you have a good day. All right.
This is dialogue. Where's the dialogue at? Where's the dialogue? I just had a dialogue. What did it say?
Yeah, I'll take EBT. I got to know. I wish I did have EBT like them goddamn on illegals. I had to get me a game. Hey man, we at war. It's war time. Donald Trump. They done dropped 3 missiles. And you know what? I don't think we attacked any people. I don't think we attacked any people. We just hit the sites. And hopefully it's over. Because it's time to make some money. But I don't want to see a bunch of people getting killed. But you never know how they're going to respond. Gas about to get higher than Snoop Dogg.
Gas about to be higher than Snoop Dogg.
Gas about to be all the way up. I know the market about to go stupid. It's about to blow off. Let's see if I got a little coin so I can get it in stock market. Yeah, we wasn't trying to hurt nobody. Trying to make some money, man. We can't miss this opportunity. 6 bunker busters and about 30 or 40 cruise missiles. I'm talking about. If Trump was a Democrat, you could hear a rat pissing on cotton.
Come on, no.
Barack Obama and Joe Biden gave Iran them money and shit. Trump gave them a missile up their ass.
Cruise into. Hold on, real quick. I gotta figure this shit out. I have not used this tow truck in a while. I did not read that. Man, nigga, what the heck? We don't want this shit in. Come on.
You say you homeless? Your ex-wife got everything. Damn. Sorry to hear that. You don't think that was a good idea attacking Iran? Why you think that, G-Man? Because the gas prices? It looked like Russia and China don't want no smoke. Am I happy about it? You're never supposed to be happy during wartime.
Shit.
I didn't start the war. But
Shut the fuck up, Kwame. You're stupid, dude. So how you do it? Trying to figure out how to use this tow truck, man. Hold on. How the hell did you do that? How the hell did he do that? Bro, what the fuck, man? Listen. No. Dude, where is the button at, man? Let's see what this is right here. I'm getting annoyed. I'm annoyed.
Professional here, so two videos on there that I copied from my PlayStation. I had to go run today and get another. One is the ultimate best location. Is because the first one is you have a possible gang attack that actually spawns. Personally recommend the strawberry location. So now that we've got that there's space in there, so you can have two max. You have two vehicles in there. You can't source any more vehicles at that moment. Now, when you are sourcing the cars, you will have a few different locations.
Nah, I don't want to know
First,
that shit, man.
you'll need to find a tow truck in the Grand Theft Auto 5 single player. I have all the locations on my channel. All you have to search is Grand Theft Auto 5 tow truck locations within my channel. Second, enter the tow truck. Third, lower the tow hook. The controls for Xbox are press the right stick, R3. The controls for PlayStation, press the right stick, R3 on your controller. And the controls for PC is press control on your keyboard. Fourth, back up the tow truck, and this will hook onto the vehicle you would like to tow. Fifth, to attach the vehicle for Xbox, press the directional pad right. For PlayStation, press the directional pad right on your controller, and for PC, press H. To detach the vehicle, press the directional pad right on Xbox, press the directional pad right on PlayStation, and press H on PC. For more upcoming videos...
Yo, what the fuck, man? What is this? What is this, man? Why? says, what does it say? You get that right there. What button?
Solve it. Ah, shit. Ah, shit. Oh, the hell that car come out of?
Make sure the hook is down, and it should slide right in.
Mm-hmm.
Aight, baby. Back it up nice in. And it should slide. Hook is down. And I come close. Make sure the hook is...
अपने ट्रक को बैक लगाते हैं गाड़ी को टो करने के लिए, गाड़ी टो करेंगे, इजीली हो जाएगी हमसे। ओके, तो ये हम टो...
Come on, man. Ugh.
Hey, business owner. Tired of wasting hours on scheduling, attendance, and payroll? Connecting's here to simplify all of that for you. With
I've been here for a while. Okay. Line up with the front or back end of the car to hook it. Use down to lower. Oh, really? That was it, man. Oh, bullshit, man. Piss me off, yo. Man, that was bullshit. Okay, let's go. Whew. Man. Okay. Do some comedy, man. I need some comedy. I need to laugh.
She was a hoe. No, they always trick black people to come somewhere to arrest them. They call it a sting, I think. We're, before I get to do what I'm going to do, I'm going to talk to you for a little bit because, I don't know, white folks just went crazy. I don't know if you've seen Planet of the Apes. White people are on drugs, trust me. If you've seen it, it's a little scary, isn't it? But the little prostitute ape looks like Joan Rivers. That made me laugh. Didn't she? She looked just like Joan Rivers with all that facial surgery. It was very, very funny. And of course, all the light-skinned gorillas are smart. And the dark, big black ones are dummies. It's a very strange movie. Very, very strange. And another funny thing about it is the real monkey, there's a chimpanzee that's a monkey. And everybody who's a fake gorilla and a monkey beat up the real one. I thought that they gave him a Rodney King ass whooping. I thought that was very funny. Said all the fake monkeys are jumping on the real monkey. That was funny to me. And then, of course, the light-skinned, sexy monkey was Holly Berry. I picked up on all of it.
USA 9.
And the little boy, Marky Mark, or whatever his name, he's on the planet for 3 days and he doesn't grow a beard. That's stupid.
You say 11.
And then in this version, I like the original version because the white people didn't talk. They talk in this version.
What shoes are you talking about?
Original, they didn't talk. It was my kind of movie. White people couldn't talk. What a wonderful world. White people who can't talk, it's a better world. And they had some cute little white woman. Her name was Nova, if you remember the original, Nova. And she finally spoke. Taylor, and they shot her. I said, this is my kind of film. They don't talk, and if they do talk, shoot them. I've seen that at least 100 times. Because I liked it, but this other stuff was... And then at the end of it, he goes back in the time, he doesn't go back to his time, and they have Abraham Lincoln sitting up there, and they said, and behind they go, Abraham Lincoln, because he's a gorilla, freed the humans. Now, I don't know what white folks was thinking of. I don't know if they were making fun of us that Lincoln freed the monkeys. I don't know where, they come up with their jokes. They can be subtle. So I was going, this is weird. And I don't know how they got away with it. And the reviewers, that's why you look, they never reviewed it, never said anything about it. They acted like they didn't see it. Here's Abraham Lincoln. He freed the humans. What did that mean? That he freed the monkeys? I don't get it. But they were making fun of us? I don't know. But anyway, it was a stupid movie.
It sure was a stupid movie.
But I'm more concerned with my film, I sold to Paramount. It's The Last White Man on Earth. I'm real excited about it.
Sure.
And there won't be a sequel. We catch him. But anyway, there's a lot of violence in it. We beat up Whoopi Goldberg and Donna Ross. Where is he? Where is he? We seen you with him. Where is he? So we beat them. But I don't know. We're just living in real strange times. I mean, they've been looking for this little Jewish girl in Washington. The one that's missing, which is scary. Because for my feelings, I just think she was pregnant. I just think it was her body that was a problem. Because they could have had her set up, murdered, raped, killed, all this stuff. But her body, she'll never be found. Because she was pregnant by Congressman serial killer. And you notice that white people have the complexion for the protection. They're always protected. When white people do dirt, there are excuses. They were molested as children. They were loners. They were a nerd. This is all you hear. Whenever white people get in trouble, that's what you keep hearing. Reasons why they're crazy. Black folks, niggas are just crazy niggas. But white people, there's an excuse for them. And this one white man they had on death row, you see, every day was an excuse. They couldn't kill that white man. He has a cold, we can't do it today. It may have been a mistrial. Now, this man has admitted just blowing up children, women and children. The white people tried their best not to kill that white man. They just can't bring themselves to do it. They were marching, lighting candles, singing. It's against God, we've got to save them. Let there be somebody black on death row. This is what they do with the candle.
Where's DJ? Where is he? Point him out. Use your fingers to show him DJ.
This is reality. And that's why I'm having this love affair with the Chinese people. I am into Chinese people. Every time I see the Chinese, I kiss them. They're not scared of white folks. I finally found a race that are not afraid of white people. Love the Chinese. They didn't give a damn. They weren't giving that plane up. They finally sent it back in little Chinese puzzle pieces. But the white folks was over there all up in their face, you know, we want the plane back, and talking all that stuff. They even sent that black man, Powell, they sent him over there. And they told him, he said, wait a minute, nigga, wait, just a minute. The last nigga over here up in our face, we put on a box of rice. You better go on back to Washington. And trying to get the plane back, it's like telling those Chinese people, eat with a fork. It's a brilliant idea, but it's never going to happen. Because they don't care. They sent the British, didn't they? They sent after that lease was up, they made the British leave. They put them on a slow boat from China. They said, no, you've got to go home. And then they brought their army out. You saw the news? Don't start no shit, it won't be none. That's why I love the Chinese. Them little Chinamans don't care. And don't let them fool you. They didn't invent rice because rice came from Africa. A lot of stuff comes from Africa. They always tell lies and say, you know, they find everything there, but they lie about it. Just like there's niggas on Mars. They found this face up there with big lips and wide nose and tried to hide it and said, it's just a rock. No, it's a picture of a nigger. So, niggas, we've been to Mars. So you know you can find us everywhere. But white folks don't want us places they've never been. No, it's a rock. It's just a rock. No, it's us. Because you know they will. When we do things, they will change history and lie. The pyramids. Ask white folks who built them. Space people, Martians, chickens, anybody but us. We built the pyramids. We built them so good we forgot how we built them. That's how good we are at shit. But they try to change. They do. They try to change stuff when we're involved. They're over there digging, and they're always finding fossils. They found one Lucy that looked just like Whoopi Goldberg. And then they just found another one. They always finding us when they're digging. They're just digging in Sweden and digging in Germany. They can't find nothing old. But they find us, don't they? Only thing white folks got old is Bob Hope. What is he, 97?
Small one.
And he's seen the light 2 or 3 times. He refuses to go. Because Bob Hope is 10 minutes older than dirt. He is. I saw him the other night. It's just Bob now. All the hope is gone. Because black don't crack. I'm sorry. You can't. You have to look at a nigga's ankles.
Oh, Kathy.
Let me see your ankles. Black don't. Look at Lena Horne. 80 what? 87, 88. She looks 48.
There's like
black does not crack.
Some
white folks are cute up to about 30.
I want to say shorts, but not.
And then
shorts.
It's a nightmare on Elm Street.
Never mind. Just get the short.
No, because they get.
I get the short.
Crow's feet, chicken feet, pigeon feet, turkey feet. Everybody feet's in the white person's face. I'm just being real. It is. I'm sorry, white folks. You don't have longevity. Look at Liz Taylor. Liz Taylor was so pretty, and she was English. She's a freak of nature because the English are not cute. Let's be real, kids. The English are not attractive. They're not. Look at the Queen. Now, I'm serious. If she's the Queen, what the hell does the witch look like? Come on, Queen. I don't care. Y'all can look crazy. Queen Elizabeth is ugly. Her mama's ugly. Her son is ugly. His girlfriend's ugly. They all are some ugly folks. That's why they killed Lady Di. They were so jealous of her because she was cute. She brought beauty to that family. They hated her. As soon as she was at supposed accidents, which I think the Queen had her killed because she was sleeping with nigger Egyptians and kissing on African babies, she had to go. But no, I'm being real. And they never had an autopsy. Anybody with that kind of high profile, you don't take it for granted that they died like that. You find out what actually killed. A pygmy spear could have killed. They don't know. A blowgun, they don't know what killed her. He ran to get that body, didn't he? Prince Charles, he didn't want it when she was alive. He broke his neck getting it when she was dead because he knew his mammy had her killed. Oh, ugly thing. Because I can't make this up. The queen said, get the jury. Now, that's a cold woman. Get the jury. That's all she was interested in. And the world was in love with Lady Di. The whole world. Flowers came from everywhere. And what's that old nun that died the same week? Should have held on for another week. Mother Teresa. She should have held on. Because nobody cared. They didn't. They only cared about Lady Di. Lady Di. Mother Teresa said, oh, I don't care about that old woman. Lady Di. Lady Di. The whole world. You know that. They were like, Lady Di. They didn't care about that. You know Mother Teresa must have been sent straight to hell. Because I know she went to heaven cursing. Come on, all that praying, all that hard work, when she got up there, she was jealous. She saw Lady Di. I want a halo big as hers. This is not a halo. That's a steering wheel. But anyway, listen. I take it back. I take it back. I take it back. I take it back.
That's a steering wheel.
That white man is so funny. He got up, had to go shake. He had to get up and shake hands with niggas. Yes, it's fine. I'm so glad to be here. You're not going to eat me, are you? You're my friend, aren't you?
You're my friend.
It's funny. He has to get out of here. Look, he's gone. Look at him. Look. It was the Queen Elizabeth being ugly. He's probably English. But listen, it's so funny. I'm so used to it. Anyway, look, I don't want to. Look, white man, don't be offended. My parents are white. Please relax. Anyway, it's a very funny world they live in. Did any of you black people happen to see Aretha Franklin's special? Oh my God, what's up with Aretha? She is big as a duplex. No, she's huge. Aretha's on some eating binge. And I'm talking about big old titties, just titties for everybody.
Not for everybody.
I was watching her on a 19-inch TV set, and I had to go next door to my neighbor's 24-inch TV set to see both titties. It's huge titties. She's huge. Remember when Aretha was the queen of soul? Remember? She's the queen of soul food now. Remember when Aretha was basic? She wanted respect. She don't want respect. Nigga, can you cook? Oh, some cake, you got some biscuits, you got some grits, you got some turkey, you got some eggs, you got some chicken, you got some barbecue. You give me no damn respect. I want some food. Do you know the pizza man? We want food. And there comes a time in your life when your weight, you're so big, you cannot wear feathers. Big folks can't wear feathers. Who dresses Aretha Franklin? Big Bird? Does Stevie Wonder get her wardrobe? Stevie, pass me that dress. Come on, does she have a mirror at home? And she keeps thinking she can. You're funny. You're watching them and not me. That's very funny. That's why the white man kills me. He's watching you guys. So he's going, no, I saw your eyes. He's going, he has some strange power over his people. He's trying to figure out what's making you laugh and what kind of power I have. If I was Robin Williams, he would never look at the audience. Because it's just funny. You know, Robin says things about niggas that say axe into the ass. They'll never stare at the white audience. He was staring. That's why I love my white folks. They are interesting. Anyway, look. And I caught him, and he can't deny it. I saw his eyes. He was watching you guys. Watching your reaction to me. Seeing how dangerous I am. You'll be at my trial. I was there. I watched him, Your Honor. It's very dangerous. Get him off stage. Get him off. I want Bill Cosby. I want Bill. Bill's a good nigger. He never says nigger. Bill. I want Chris Rock, Chris Tucker, Crisco, any of those Crisco niggers. So that black scarf on and that Shaka Zulu attitude. But anyway, back to Aretha. She's too much for me and still trying to wear Tony Braxton's dresses. Aretha, honey, you can't wear Tony's dress. That's a leg warmer for you, baby. And I didn't know Aretha was just ghetto. I didn't know she was ghetto. They did a close-up of Aretha's mouth, no teeth. No, she didn't have no teeth, did she? I said, Aretha, spend some of that platinum money. Get some teeth, baby. You can't sing opera with no teeth. That isn't done. Just ain't got no teeth. Wasn't that scary? But she ain't by herself. And then there was Janet Jackson's special. And Janet always thought because she was a Jackson, she was kind of kooky. Because, you know, they're kind of kooky. And then I figured her out. She's a druggie. I'm sorry. She's too spacey. Janet's on some kind of drug. She's too spacey. You know, I mean, I'm bringing it to you guys. I won't mention no names. But remember, it's a singer. Remember somebody when they first came out? They were sophisticated, pretty, demure, remember? But they got into them drugs. They're not like that now. I won't mention no names. I'll just do a little imitation of them. Yeah! We're going to sing a song. Back at you. Ow! And you know who I'm talking about. Don't drugs change you? They will get into those drugs, and white folks know how to cover for them, too. With your girl Mariah Carey, you know. She had a nervous breakdown. Code name for crackhead. But anyway, look. But Janice's special was too much of me. And then that brother, here comes Michael. Oh, my God, it was so scary. The Phantom of the Nigger Opera. That boy has ruined his face. Trying to be under the illusion of inclusion. When he dies and goes to heaven, God won't recognize him. St. Peter, who is that? God, that's one of the Jacksons. That's Michael, the one. That's not the face I gave Michael Jackson. What has he done to, for God's sake? Oh, I'm God. But look. Something's wrong with that boy, and he's sick and he's stupid. He's dumb. Does Michael really think those little white babies are his? Have you seen them white babies? Those little white-ass babies are not Michael's. There's nothing half African about them little white-ass babies. Come on, Michael. Because they put a glove on the baby? I could put a glove on this turtle. Is this your turtle, nigga? I knew when he said Liz Taylor was his mama, I knew then there was something wrong with it. That white woman is not your mother, Michael. Poor, beautiful Liz. A freak of nature. English, but pretty. Liz was drop dead gorgeous. Just overnight she broke. Overnight. Liz looked like a hag now. What happened to Liz? Liz looked like Roseanne Barr. What happened to Elizabeth Taylor? No, it's the truth. That woman looked like sheep shit in shadow water. Something happened. Overnight, and I mean, she catches pneumonia every 2 seconds. They always rush her into the hospital. Poor Liz, poor cursed Liz. It's falling apart. It's all about glue and Band-Aids now. It's so sad. They rushed her to the hospital this evening. They knew it was Liz. They found a foot in the middle of the highway. They said, Liz is falling apart. This has to be her foot. And a bottle of white diamonds was laying right next to her. So this is her perfume. This must be her foot. Because Liz can sell that perfume, can't she? Oh, she can sell that perfume. Gone, Liz. And who else I have to talk about, too? It's just Janice's thing is all just so sad. And then Bush is on TV talking about sales and clones. And come on, when white folks get the mouse and stuff, they've done it already. They got some people clone folks in basements somewhere. They've already done that. The white people don't fool me. When they come telling you about it, it's old. This ain't new. Talking about a sheep. All that stuff is just to keep us in the dark. They didn't did all that stuff. I can't wait till they clone a nigga and he get away. It's going to be on the news. White folks going to be scared. A clone nigger escaped.
A clone nigger escaped.
Catch him before he multiplies. He can be any nigger. That sounds like a BET movie. A clone nigger that escaped.
A clone nigger that escaped. It does sound like
a BET special. I was in something and they put the camera on me. They know this is dangerous. Paul, BET's owned by white people. What do you think? I said, what is that a thing? Yeah, it's owned by white folks, like we used to be.
Like we used to be.
They shut down all the cameras. Thank you. Every time I talk, they shut the cameras down. Academy Awards, Academy. Paul, who do you think should win the Academy Awards? I said, I don't care what white person wins.
That's a good answer, though.
My grandmother died when she was 87. I sure miss her because she never went to school, but she said some stuff that used to just kill me. She said, a dog that will bring a bone or take one. Birds fly high, but they got to come to the ground to get water. Now, that's some stuff that make a lot of sense. She said, people always think the grass is greener on the other side. She said, but remember what they're putting on that grass to keep it green. No, she used to say some stuff. And the women in my family stay out late, stay out 2 nights. She would get on their ass. She was on them. They come home and say, dumb? He said, call them dumb bitch. Say, you dumb bitch? Don't you know a wet pussy and a dry purse don't go together? Oh, very, very funny stuff. Bush. That's 3 sixes. He's the devil. He is. He is the devil. You can see the way he talks. He's just talking and it's about nothing. Yes, just to run in that mouth. And all of them get in that trouble sexually. And then we had a perfect record. And then messy ass Jesse. Messy Jesse ruined black people's image. Telling us to stay out the bushes. No, nigga, you stay out the bush. Jesse and that old ass baby. That was an old baby. The baby probably called the press and told him. What's the rappers that changed his name? Puffy. P. Diddy. He should have changed it to Lucky Nigga, because that's exactly what he was. Wasn't he lucky? But he had Johnny. Johnny gets you off, though. You know that. Anytime Johnny starts to rhyme, they let somebody black free somewhere in the world. Johnny's rhyming. Let him go. Well, Johnny can rhyme you right out of jail. Started with OJ, remember? About the glove when it wouldn't fit? If it don't fit, quit. They let OJ go. There goes the rhyme. And P. Diddy, he rhymed him out, too. If the gun wasn't in the car, it wasn't at the bar. Johnny will rhyme you out of jail. Johnny is damn near a rapper. All right.
Hello?
Nicole Simpson. If different people could have, to my Cleo could have told them the future. If those people could have seen, everybody got filthy rich off Nicole's death. Did you know that? From Johnny to all of them. And that if they would have seen what her death was going to bring, you'd have had about 20 people back there stabbing that woman. That's the truth. Look at the people that got everybody spent off that. They still getting it. They're getting filthy rich off that. And they didn't drove poor OJ crazy. And you know white folks can talk to animals. I mean, that's a whole different subject because they kill me with that. What is the obsession with white people and wild animals? Black folks, we come from where wild animals live, and we don't give a damn about them. But white people are fascinated with wild animals, especially monkeys. A monkey could be in a tree and a white person passed by. 5 minutes later, the white person know all the monkey's business. The monkey's name is Dave. He's not from around here. What? They have an obsession. They do. I don't care. They can sit and look crazy at me and get mad. I don't give a damn because it's the truth. And they have an obsession. Every time I turn on TV, I see somebody white trying to train something wild. Riding the elephant, sticking their head in the lion's head, trying to talk to a gorilla with sign language. And they go and all that crazy bullshit. But I'm sick of it. White folks, train your kids. How about training your kids? Stay, sit, leave the gun at home. Train your damn kids.
Some dark khaki shorts. Not dark khaki, just, it matches.
I'm just sick of little crazy little white kids. They scare me, especially they got all Catholic uniforms. I run from them. Because when I went to school, we had recess. We all came back. Now you go to recess, half people don't come back. You know, and the teacher used to take her apple and all that kind of stuff. Now the teacher want to sleep with you. The teacher's having the students' babies. It's wild stuff. And then this white woman that killed all her kids, I'm hip to that. See, that's that man. That man set that woman up. Anytime you have them syndromes and all that stuff, why would he give her 5 babies? And then have home steady. Got the kids up underneath her 24/7. He was sick of her and the kids. Now he got all the insurance. He got everything. That's why he can walk around saying, oh, I love her, because she ain't never coming home. He got away with murder. Does it make sense or not? Why would you keep your wife pregnant? You know she got these mental problems and have the kids at home steady. And you ain't there. So she called him up saying, there's trouble with the kids. He said, all of them? She said, all of them. I bet he went. They didn't tell you about the little black child she had. He got away. Fought her and just ran out the door. No, it's the end of the world. Everything is crazy. television. They start. I can't stand TV. I mean, there's not that many happy black niggas are too happy on television for me.
Okay.
So I can't watch none of that crap. WB would be black.
That's still better.
UPN, you pick a nigga any nigga you want.
Where?
But I love me some Jerry Springer.
Yeah.
Now, that's the all-American show.
Put the other one, let's see if the back.
Where else could you see three white women fight over a nigga with one tooth? And no job. And speaks fluent Ebonics.
You go walk a little bit.
Reggie, how come you got 3 women? They like dick, Jed. They like great big old black dick, Jed. Jed, your mama like this? Jerry Springer is the bomb.
Okay, now bring it back over here.
And then they got and then the other thing white people are obsessed with
put it down,
the dead.
Just put it over the corner. Take all the shoes back.
They're obsessed with dead. I see white people. Make them stop. But
yeah.
You know, they're always talking to the dead. White people have an obsession about the dead. That's why they try to bring Elvis back. They have an obsession. The dead white folks, the dead don't come back. That's all bullshit. The dead ain't coming back. If the dead could come back, the slaves would be the first person to come back and whoop your ass. Trust me. Trust me. If dead folks was coming back, slaves would come back and whoop some white ass. You'd be sitting on the bus getting your ass whooped. Oh, I just keep hearing chains and singing. Old Southern songs. They kept stuffing cotton in my behind. Trust me, if the dead could come back, believe me, talking about crossover. Some stupid show on sci-fi channels. This man's talking to dead people. It's so phony, and everybody's so stupid. Please. Let's all hold hands in contact with living. Try that. The dead is for the dead. They even got little niggas running around. Oh, Tupac is alive. I said, nigga, are you crazy? Tupac is as dead as a doornail. They tried to bring Elvis's white ass back. Only white folks get to come halfway back. I mean, no nigga ain't coming back. You never heard nobody say they saw Sammy Davis at Ralph's shopping. And he looked great. I said, hi, Candyman. And I knew Elvis wasn't coming back. When Michael Jackson married his daughter, if that didn't bring that white man back, he ain't coming back. He ain't coming back. Elvis has left the building for good, kids. Well, I got rappers in my house. They was all saying that, and I got on. I said, no, they did. Then I convinced them. They said, yeah, you're right. Tupac and Biggie, they in heaven. I said, that make more sense. They both had faith. But anyway, look. They
both had faith. All right. Tupac and Biggie, they were both in heaven. They both had faith.
And then it was in the paper the other day, some little white boy got lost from his sister and his father up in the mountains. You read this shit. Gone 3 or 4 days, but they found him. Why are white folks always come up missing? That's why they're on the milk cartons. And I don't get that milk carton stuff with the kids on the milk carton. Find the parents. They're at some bar drinking, trying to forget they had kids. Put them on whiskey bottles. Find them. Give me another shot, Joe. Ah! Yeah, that's me. But they always are coming up missing. That's why when you pick up a paper, you don't read about black people being missing in the woods or lost in the snow, a plane crashed, or the boat, we don't know what, they went out fishing, we don't know what happened. You can't lose us. But you can lose somebody white because they're so nosy. If they mind their own business, they can find their way home. 100 white people go to the woods, one of them going to come up missing because they're going to get real nosy and straggle off by themselves. Oh, look the hole. Look how deep the hole is. Ah! They're coming up missing.
Look how deep the hole is.
Because they're nosy. Are they going to wander in a cave, looking at the writing on the wall? Is this Egyptian? Oh, look at this writing. Something's going to get them. They're coming up missing. Are they going to be mountain climbing? They're going to be mountain climbing, and some mountain goat going. They're coming up missing. And if you got white friends and it snows, go to your white friend's house and tie them down, because snow and white folks don't mix. The minute there's a snowstorm, they get crazy. It's a snowstorm. Let's go for a walk. Get the baby. There's something wrong with them. Always reading that stuff. They're coming up damn missing. You never read that about black people. So white folks, when you go to the woods, take about 20 niggas with you, get home safe. And I'm serious. Take black folks with you. Because you run off on them black people, they'll run right behind you. Where you going? Do I look like Hansel and Gretel? I came with you. I'm going home with you. Give me them goddamn car keys. You're not losing them niggas. You're not losing them. Especially if you owe them some money. They sticking with you like glue. God knows you've tried. Try to keep them out your neighborhood. That neighborhood stuff kills me. Why you go, I don't want them in my neighborhood. So what balls? Because they'll spend such money, $10 million live up on a hill just to move away from black folks. And then the rain come and the mudslide, and they wake up on Crenshaw. I didn't spend $10 million to live next door to Popeyes. That's the truth. Now go live near the water because we don't like salt air. It's not the water. They don't like salt air. And driving while black is real too. That stuff is real. It's not a joke. They ask us all kind of wild shit. Does the owner of the car know you have it? What? Do you live in the area? Do you? Where are you going? I'm driving till I run out of gas. Would you like to follow me? I didn't know I had to have a South African pass. I didn't know I had to be a little black Sambo and drive around in circles around my house till I turn into syrup. I don't get this. And don't have a white person in your car. Please don't. When they pull you over, they're going to go right to the white person. Are you okay? Just checking. What? And don't have your white friend drive. You're in real trouble then. Then they come to you. Can I see your license? But I'm not driving. And they got a drunk test now. You got to be in the circus and double jointed to pass it. Touch your leg, touch your butt, bend over, flip. I mean, it's crazy. They put a big bright light on you, then a little bit of light. What color is this light? It's real crazy. They ask you stupid stuff. Say your ABCs in Spanish and French. I mean, just crazy stuff. Then you get out the car. I walk a state line. I ran all the way home. I just ran. Don't give me a head start. I just started running. And it was dark too. I ran. What is it? What is it drunk driving? 5,000, 10? Come on, my car's worth $250. I can buy a new car. I left keys, coat, all that shit.
I left keys, coat, all that shit.
They still standing there. Well, I guess the nigga wasn't drunk. It's crazy. And then don't watch that 10 Most Wanted. Don't watch that because you see people you know. It's real scary. People you went to school with, it's dumb. Don't watch it. They get you caught up in that crap. I watched that. Some white woman had robbed 3 banks, killed 5 people, and I was down in Texas, saw her coming out of the store. I grabbed her about a half, threw her down. I knew I had my reward. I put my foot on her. Police came. I spent 6 months in a Texas jail. They said, nigga, do you know you attacked one of our most leading actresses? They should tell you them people are fake. I did it. She was an actress. That shit is not real. I thought it was a real lady. So don't watch it because you get caught up in that shit. 10 Most Wanted. And you see they're out there, it's all of them. Them white serial killers, aren't they scary? Oh my God, every day they pop up doing crazy shit. And they get away with it because they have all the answers. Crazy white man, why'd you kill your wife? I was sleepwalking. You were sleepwalking? That is a thought. Crazy white man, why'd you burn up everybody in the house? I don't remember. He doesn't remember. Crazy white man, why'd you kill the entire neighborhood? I'm 3 different personalities. That'll work. But they don't let black folks do that. Crazy black man, why'd you kill everybody? I'm 3 different personalities. Well, pick who you want to be, nigga. Somebody going to jail. Steve, Bob, I'm sending somebody's black ass to jail. Just who do you want to be today? See, they don't let us give those answers. Crazy black man, why did you kill your wife? I was sleepwalking. Well, we're going to put you to sleep, nigga. That'll be a little walking. Why'd you burn up the whole house? I don't remember. 2,000 years, I bet you will remember. It's the truth. They don't let us do what they do. That's why that white man kills me. He kills me. He's the freest creature on this planet. Even if he loses, he wins. Because I didn't think I lived this long, because I've been through the 50s and all that stuff. And white people used to talk like they talk now. They talk crazy. Reverse discrimination. That is the most outrageous statement ever made on this fucking planet. And they get away with saying it. It's so nervy. They never said it in the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, because they were in the control, total control. So there was no such thing as a reverse and none of that stuff. So it's like it's flip-flop. Like we have freedom now, but we bet not exercise the bullshit that they did. If we even dare try it, then the law's going to get us. Oh, just a second. This is reverse. I said, isn't that ballsy? That's some nervy stuff to say. It's reverse. So that's proof that it existed at one time. Well, thank you for admitting it. You know, but they be tripping with that, don't they? And make up stuff. The race card. The race card? Where did that come from? I'm trying to get my visa. I got a race card? You're using a race card. But you notice white folks never mention that card that they've used all their life. The MasterCard. They don't bring that one up, do they? Do they ever bring that one up in court? Oh, what about the MasterCard? We'll go on with the next question. Thank you so much. See, they don't want to bring that up. The MasterCard. And they use that automatically. They use the MasterCard, you know. You're separating. I mean, I got off stage on the white voice and Paul, I love what you do, but you make me feel so guilty. Must everything be race? Yes, everything. He said, well, then you must think I'm the devil. I said, no, but you'll do till the real one gets here. They talk crazy, I talk crazy. Then I'm working, some white woman got up, I'm leaving. I said, and? I just want to know, what does nigger mean? I said, I have no idea. But I know what nigger lover means, and that's you, because why have you up in my face? Why aren't you gone? Your man left, well, you all up in my face. You must love niggas. No, I'm from South Africa. I said, and you tell people? I want you to come to South Africa. I said, sweetheart, I won't go to Mexico. And that's for real. My friends are taking me there. I won't go. I have half my rights here. I ain't going nowhere. I ain't got no rights. I ain't stupid. I got half of them here. You think I'm going to Mexico where I don't have none? I don't think so. I don't go. I said, I'm not coming to no South Africa. I'm here in America. 500 years ago, there's problems. I got problems with white folks. And you want me to come to South Africa and your shit ended last week? I don't think so.
Somebody doing something
I'm
stupid
keeping
over
my
there.
black ass right here in America where I could tell you to kiss my ass. The darkest part, bring a flashlight, you'll need one. You want to trick me over there and have me working in the diamond mine. I ain't stupid. You're not in California now, nigger, and if he tells jokes, whip him. We don't do jokes over here. Well, don't be so stupid. Oh, yeah, I want to go to South Africa, yeah. I don't think so.
You tell jokes, you whip him.
Well, I know already I'm going to get in trouble. I always get in trouble with white people. Since I was 5, I've been getting in trouble with them. Because I can't help but speaking up. I always speak up. I've caused so much trouble in school. I come into one class, they were reading Little Black Sambo. And I said, oh, really? They were getting off on it. And Black Mambo and Black Jumbo. I said, I got something for you tomorrow. I'm going to read my thing tomorrow. So the next day I came with Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Because the class made them, the teacher let me read it. Said, oh, no, we have to have Paul read. And I drove them crazy. I said, her hair was as black as cold. Her eyes was blue as the sky. She was a hoe. I just drove them crazy. and the little dwarfs was pimping her. But what's funny is, and they think I'm white bashing, glad you recognize it, but what's funny is the average white person, not all white people, don't have a clue to what we go through. There's not a clue. We go through stuff, like I went through stuff in my life that I'll never forget. You know, and it was the racist stuff, and I won't ever get over it. They say, oh, you're bitter. I'm not bitter about it. It's just that if the shoe is on the other foot, because white people with their temperament, trust me, white people could not have been slaves. They could have not made it the way we've made it. They don't have the temperament for it. You can tell that, just read their history. They do not have the temperament. If white folks were the slaves and it was reversed, it'd have been some different shit in history. Because first of all, they got tired of picking that cotton because they got sunburns and all that stuff. You know, they burn easy. And they threw that hair back and got pissed because, you know, they can get angry. Fuck you, buddy. I'm not picking this shit. Where's my goddamn lawyer? I'm not going to sing and pick this now. Either I'm a worker or I'm an entertainer. Make up your goddamn mind. Come on, Helen. Come on, Susan. We're out of here. Bastards. The hell with your goddamn plantation. I don't want any part of this shit. White folks got a temperament that don't quit. See, we're easy with stuff, but we can go along with shit. It's so sad. It is, but they don't. Hey, slavery would have probably ended in 6 months. Because we got tired of them, because they wore us out. You know that. I mean, how much can you beat a person? There would have been lawsuits and counter lawsuits. You know, white folks get crazy. And you sold my kids, you bastard. My mama cooking for you and breastfeeding your goddamn kids. You're giving me money, buddy. You know that. That's why I don't like Africans. I cannot stand an African. No, because we waited and they didn't come get us. I'm pissed about that. You know they should have come to get us. They wrote us off like a bad check. And then they got attitude. I got attitude. I'm the one that's mad. 500 years later, they show up driving a cab. I got a car. I don't need a ride. I'm going to the operation anyway. I'm going in September. I'm going to China. I'm going to be Chinese when I come back. They have a major a racial operation. I'm coming back Chinese. So just get ready. Get ready for the new name, the new me. Bling, bling. Listen, you get these eyes fixed, I'm getting a reverse thing. Because we want round eyes. I want some slanted ones. It's a trip. It's also a trip. The movies are so trippy. They just kill me with the films. I just laugh all the time. I just laugh at white people constantly. They're too funny. They're going to make a movie and call it The Mexican. Are they bold? And it's a gun. They think they're cute. Who make me a movie, call it Hunky. It's a gun. Oh, look at Hunky, yeah. Got my Hunky, yeah. They get away with murder, don't they? Get away with murder with a smile. Kidding? No. White men can't jump. They'll just name their movie whatever they want to. When I first saw that, I said, yeah, I know. They don't have to. They own the team. The niggas do all the jumping. Yeah, niggas jump. We're writing that check. It's so sad. And we've somewhere along the line, the slave mentality, we've lost it. I don't know, especially in California. I don't know why we don't love each other. There is no love here. These black people here are bought and sold every day, and they're all under the illusion of inclusion. They're all such coons and happy slaves. I deal with these niggas every day on these studios. These niggas get on my goddamn nerve. It's not enough money in the fucking world, nigga. What is wrong with you? I'm the only one got an eyesight? You don't see and hear this stuff? Just anything to be on that film and to be on that stuff. This is bullshit. Back off, nigga. Film is very dangerous. What you do on film, because then people outside of America believe that shit when they see it. They think it's a documentary. They don't think it. It's like that on HBO, The Corner. Remember how good The Corner was? It was too real for them. You see, it didn't win nothing. It was too good. It was too much like a documentary. They couldn't handle it. Well, no. It was nice, but let's move on. But they put that white bullshit on TV, like this Soprano, this shit that's on. I don't allow it in my house. About the mafia are into child pornography. They're into prostitution. They're into murder. They're into laundering money, and they still exist today. These people are not to be praised and looked at as some heroes and have all this meaning and this family. All that's bullshit. They're trash. I know it's quiet in here. You can the hush come over Jerusalem, but hey, I'm being real, and everybody can get mad if they want to, but it's the fucking truth. I'm from the old school. When the Untouchables was on, they was finding them, killing them, and putting them in jail. Now, watch that if you want to watch something about some Italian. Not this bullshit, because that's exactly what that is. And the TV always says, oh, we're watching it, and the kids and all that. They're doing whatever the hell they want to do. They ain't interested in that shit. Come on, we watch the violence and that. They put whatever they feel white and feel this in. They'll just do what they want to do. Right in people's face and seduce everybody, and everybody goes for it. And because it's popular, the majority does not rule. A lynch mob is a majority, but it don't make it right what they do to somebody. And y'all get that in your head, and I'm serious. Get that in your brain. Get that in your brain and decide and choose and know when you see some bullshit. That's what that stuff is. It gets on my nerve. And that Sex in the City gets on my nerve. They're going to film that in New York and not show no niggas. How you going to have a show in New York and don't see niggas? That's the streets of San Francisco, and you didn't see Chinese folks. They're always doing some crazy shit. You try doing a movie in Malibu and not showing white folks and see how crazy they get. Because that's where they live. In Malibu, they gave up Venice to Mexicans and niggas, but they ain't giving up Malibu. They'll drown everybody before they give that up. It's the truth. I sit up here, you know it's the truth. Now I got to talk about what I came to talk about, and that's the N word. We're going to talk about nigger. And I'm the nigger expert because they've been having me on all these shows asking me about it, and it's been so funny. Because J-Lo, Jennifer Lopez, she said nigger. And that's the first thing I asked me. Well, what do you think, Paul? J-Lo said nigger. I said, well, hey, she's Puerto Rican. The Puerto Ricans and Cubans, they ain't nothing but niggas that can swim, so let's get over it. Hey. It's the truth. They took slaves everywhere. Especially them black Cubans, they know. The ones that wear white all year round, the ones they don't mess with, the ones that talk to the dead, the ones that light the candles, the ones that will make a chicken kiss a snake. You know those people. Yeah, so they know what's up. They're black. And she was going with Puffy, wasn't she? So that means she got black in her in more ways than one. Well, they know big thing. It's just a word. I mean, I know the word doesn't bother me. I've cut the cord, nigga. I mean, it doesn't bother me. It just doesn't. I mean, I know who I am, so it doesn't have anything to do with me when I hear it. But more importantly, I know who white people are. That's more important. So it doesn't bother me. They said, when a white person says nigger, Paul, it really doesn't bother you? I said, no. I like a little salt on my cracker. The white people are so chained to it. I understand a lot of black people are in jail and they're called that a lot, so they hate to hear it. And it's not really the word, it's what comes behind the word. The murder and all the craziness and the slavery and all that, and I understand all that. But that was then and this is now, and it's like removing the teeth from the great white shark. That's how I look at it. It's taking the teeth out. And now it's just a big, fat, funky fish hopping around in the water. And I don't think people like it, so they go into a bag about it. And black people really get on my nerve when it bothers them, because if it doesn't apply, let it fly. And when they get so hooked into it, I said, they want you emotionally hooked into this word. And the word we should be emotional about, it's freedom. Now, I just said that. I didn't hear nobody respond. Now, see, when I said that word, freedom, all you niggas should, yeah! But do you say that? No, because you're just like those wild animals that are fighting like mad while they're capturing them and stuff. They just fighting, and then they get over there and they lock them up in that cage in that zoo, and then they get lost, hopeless, and they lose all that wild craziness they had. But don't you think for a second that those animals don't know who put them there? They know white folks put them there. Take your white friends over to the zoo. You can see the way they look at them with hate. You don't hate when you see it. They're staring, hoping they'll come near the cage. And you think I'm kidding? Then take about 15 or 20 of your black friends over there. Watch the animals. When they see that many black people, they get crazy. They think they're going home. Jumping up, throwing up gang signs. So the word nigger, I mean, hey, I say it 100 times every morning. It makes my teeth white. Nigger, 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 nigger. And we've used it in so many ways. I mean, we've used it lovingly. We've used it with hate. We've used it when we want to put somebody down. We use it when we want to get mad at somebody. But when I was a kid coming up and it really meant something and it really hurt people, black people didn't say that about nigger. They kept quiet. They were scared. And now the word don't mean a goddamn thing. Everybody got something to say about it. That's what tickles me. They all run up to the N-word. I don't even like the N-word. I always go, what are you trying to say, nigger? Does that soften it, the N-word? And you can stop people from saying it, but you can't stop the emotion behind it. It's going to be here. As long as white folks are on this planet, nigger will be here too. The racial stuff will be here too. Because more than any other race, look at all the other races. Us and white people, we're family because of slavery. Thank you, Jefferson. But because of slavery, no, that's true. Because you know that little black girl that Jefferson had all the babies by? You do know that she was half-sister to his wife. So that meant his father-in-law was doing exactly what he was doing. Or how could his wife be half-sister to this girl? So there wasn't no isolated incident. They try to make you think that. That's what white people try to make you think. Oh, this was isolated. No, they were all doing it. That's why our blood is very very close to theirs. It's family, and that's why we always will have problems. Just like over there in Israel, we're gonna always have problems with them. And the problem is we got away, and that wasn't in the book. Niggas getting away wasn't in the book, and we ain't never be forgiven for that. Because if you go back in history and look at all the old things, white people's old movies, everything, they were happier people when we were slaves. They were. Because we were in their homes. We lived with them. Now that we're free, I don't want you in my neighborhood. That don't even make sense now, does it? Oh, I'm free, but I can't even come on the block now? But when you owned me, I was in your bed.
Right.
Now, you have to admit, now there's something wrong with that picture.
Sure is wrong with that, man.
Come on, y'all. You heard a lot of white people. I don't want them in the neighborhood. Can't move in my neighborhood. But when you owned us, we were in your house. See the difference? That's that goddamn ownership. Let slavery come back in tomorrow. Wherever the white folks live, whatever neighborhoods, they'll be out on the porch. Welcome home. Miss you. Go to your room. Nothing's changed. No, when they owned us, we had 12 jobs apiece. Now that we got away free, what did they say to us? Unemployment. Sorry, there are no jobs. And slavery come back in. Believe me, come get your rest. You got those 12 jobs to go to in the morning. When I was writing for Living Color, I used to write shit that I'd go in there and they would do it, but it was funny. They said, oh no, we can't do that. We can't do it. I wrote something about Cinderella, and I made her mother. The mother was black, and they had 2 black daughters. Cinderella was white, and they wore her out. Scrubbing, you're not going to the ball. And they had a list of things. Did you do this? Did you do that? She said, yes. Did you make the soup? Yeah. Did you pick the cotton? She said, we don't have any cotton. Then we'll have to grow some. That shit was funny. And I go in and write, and they go, oh no, we can't do it. We can't do it. And then I did the Wizard of Oz. I wrote that. And remember the fairy godmother, the little blonde lady with the thing? I made her a great big old fat Aunt Jemima black. And she told the little Julie Garland part, you can go home, just click your heels. And she clicked it 3 times and blew up. Then I had to look at the camera and go, I lose more little white girls like that. Now that shit is funny. They were scared to do it. We can't do it. We can't do it. I said, but this shit is funny. Ain't that some funny shit? Boom, she just blew up. I lose more little white girls like that. That is some funny ass shit. I don't give a damn what you say. Let me tell you some street jokes, because I'm the only person got a nerve to tell street jokes. 2 old ladies sitting on the porch watching the kids dance. And one said, Susie, do you remember the minuet? She said, no, I don't remember the men I screwed. But listen. Oh, come on, it's funny. You could give it up. You know damn well it's funny. And you can't wait to repeat it, and you ain't giving me no goddamn credit. Wait till you get a couple of drinks in you. Oh, I got one.
I got one.
White man walking on the beach finds a genie's lamp. Took it home and shined it up. 3 white genies came up. They said, don't talk. We've been in there 100,000 years. We don't hear no conversation. Just think whatever you want. You got 3 wishes, you'll get it. Big old mansion. Goes from bedroom to bedroom. Naked bunnies standing there naked. Knock on the door. Open the door. There's 3 Ku Klux Klansmen in hoods. They take him and hang him. Next day, the 3 white genies are at Starbucks drinking coffee, talking. And the genie goes, that first wish, a big mansion, everybody wants that. I could relate to that. He said, I know. He said, that second wish, the naked bunnies, I could relate to that. But that third wish, I'm confused with that. He said, this third wish is, yeah. He said, he wanted to be hung like a nigger. Anyway, listen. Oh, come on, it's funny. It's funny. You know damn well it's funny. It's funny. All right. A black man is homeless, so he goes to the farm area to talk to the farmer. His wife said, look, I need some work. I'm just starving and stuff. You have to help me. They said, we got a lot of stuff around here. You can dig the well, do the roof. We got all kinds. He said, oh, I don't do manual labor. They said, what? Well, what do you do? So I'm like Eddie Murphy. I talk to the animals. And the wife said, well, just try them out for one night. So next morning, the farmer told her husband, the farmer's wife said, "Get up, go find out who he talking to." Who you talking to? The chickens. They said you got some hay that's rubbing on their ass. It's not natural hay. Put the natural hay down there, and they'll lay 10 times as much eggs. It happened. Farmer's wife got all that money. Good, good. Give him some clothes, give him some money, keep him. We got us a gold mine. Next morning, get up, go down there and find out who he talked to. Said, talk to the horses. And they said, you got the iron here. Go back to the rope, and they'll just plow 3 times as much. Horses did it. She said, get up. Next morning, go on. So talk to the cows and cells. You got 10 on their nipples. Go back to your hand, natural, and you'll get 5 times as much milk. They did it. Great. She said, "Oh, this is great. Got all this money. This is great. Go down there and talk to him." Find out who we talked to. The farmer went down there and said, "Who'd you talk to?" And the man said, "Well, I've been talking to the sheep." And the man said, "The sheep, don't talk to them. They're big liars." Oh, come on. It's funny. It's funny. And you can't wait to tell it. But listen. Big liars.
Let me see if Kathy got this joke.
She's funny. She's going, yeah, the sheep.
Can you see if you got this joke?
But I've heard a lot of things. You know, you hear all kind of stuff.
Huh?
I heard that Adam was a white man. Did you hear that? Oh, come on. It's funny. It's funny. You know damn well it's funny.
Listen to this joke, okay? Let's see if you got it.
It's funny. All right. A black man is homeless, so he goes to the farm area to talk to the farmer, and his wife said, "Look, I need some work. I'm just starving and stuff. You have to help me." They said, "We got a lot of stuff around here. You can dig the well, do the roof. You got all kinds." He said, "Oh, I don't do manual labor." They said, "What? Well, what do you do?" "So I'm like Eddie Murphy. I talk to the animals." And the wife said, "Well, just try him out for one night." So next morning, the farmer told her husband, the farmer's wife said, "Get up, go find out who he talked to." Who you talking to? The chickens. They said you got some hay that's rubbing on their ass. It's not natural hay. Put the natural hay down there, and they'll lay 10 times as much eggs. It happened. Farmer's wife got all that money. Good, good. Give him some clothes, give him some money, keep him. We got us a gold mine. Next morning, get up, go down there and find out who he talked to. Said, talk to the horses. And they said, you got the iron here. Go back to the rope, and they'll just plow 3 times as much. Horses did it. She said, get up. Next morning, go on. So talk to the cows and cells. You got 10 on their nipples. Go back to your hand, natural, and you'll get 5 times as much milk. They did it. Great. She said, "Oh, this is great. Got all this money. This is great. Go down there and talk to him." Find out who we talked to. The farmer went down there and said, "Who'd you talk to?" And the man said, "Well, I've been talking to the sheep." And the man said, "The sheep, don't talk to them. They're big liars." Oh, come on. It's funny. It's funny. And you can't wait to tell it.
I didn't know you
but listen.
the joke.
Big liars. She's funny. She's going, yeah, the sheep.
So
yeah.
that joke wasn't funny? That joke wasn't
I
funny?
heard a lot of things. You know, you hear all kind of stuff. I heard that Adam was a white man.
That's where the joke was going.
Mm-hmm. That's how they can prove it. He said, "You ever try to take a rib from a nigger?" But listen.
How about this one? How about this one?
Who white people are. That's more important. So it doesn't bother me. They said, when a white person says nigger, "Paul, it really doesn't bother you?" I said, "No. I like a little salt on my cracker." And the white people are so chained to it. I understand a lot of black people are in jail and they're called that a lot, so they hate to hear it. And it's not really the word going on. Jumping up, throwing up gang signs. Now, you have to admit, now there's something wrong with that picture. Come on, y'all. You heard a lot of white people. I don't want them in the neighborhood. You can't move in my neighborhood. But when you own us, we were in your house. See the difference? That's that goddamn ownership. Let slavery come back in tomorrow. Wherever the white folks live, whatever neighborhoods, they'll be out on the porch. Welcome home. Miss you.
I used to have a lot of the colors.
Go to your room. Nothing's changed.
Like before Air Force Ones,
when they owned us, we had 12 jobs apiece.
Green.
Now that we got away free, what did they say to us? Unemployment. Sorry, there are no jobs. Let slavery come back in. Believe me, come get your rest. You got those 12 jobs to go to in the morning.
It's okay. Got his cake.
When I was writing for Living Color, I used to write shit, and I'd go in there, and they would do it, but it was funny. Oh, no, we can't do that. We can't do it. I wrote something about Cinderella, and I made
okay?
her mother. The mother was black and had 2 black daughters. Cinderella was white, and they wore her out.
Listen to this.
Scrubber, you're not going to the ball. They had a list of things. Did you do? I'm sorry, there are no jobs. At Slavery, come back in, believe me. Come get your rest. You've got those 12 jobs to go to in the morning. When I was writing for Living Color, I used to write shit, and I'd go in there, and they would do it. But it was funny. They said, oh, no, we can't do that. We can't do it. I wrote something about Cinderella, and I made her mother. The mother was black and had 2 black daughters. Cinderella was white, and they wore her out. Scrubber, you're not going to the ball. They had a list of things. Did you do this? Did you do that? She said, yes. Did you bake the soup? Yeah. Did you pick the cotton? She said, we don't have any cotton. Then we'll have to grow some. That shit was funny. And I go in and write, and I go, oh, no, we can't do it. And then I did the Wizard of Oz. I wrote that. And remember the fairy godmother, the little blonde lady with the thing? I made her a great big old fat Aunt Jemima black. And she told the little Julie Garland part, you can go home, just click your heels. And she clicked it 3 times and blew up. Then I had to look at the camera and go, I lose more little white girls like that. Now that shit is funny. They were scared to do it. We can't do it. I said, but this shit is funny. Ain't that some funny shit? Boom, she just blew up. I lose more little white girls like that. That is some funny ass shit. I don't give a damn what you say. Let me tell you some street jokes, because I'm the only person who got nerve to tell street jokes.
Right. Street jokes.
2 old ladies sitting on the porch watching the kids dance. And one said, Susie, do you remember the minuet? She said, no, I don't remember the men I screwed. But listen. Oh, come on, it's funny.
Not funny? Okay.
You could give it up. You know damn well it's funny. And you can't wait to repeat it, and you ain't giving me no goddamn credit.
They won't
wait till you get a couple drinks in you. Oh, I got one. White man walking on the beach finds a genie's lamp. Took it home and shined it up. 3 white genies came up. They said, don't talk. We've been in there 100,000 years. We don't hear no conversation. Just think whatever you want. You got 3 wishes, you'll get it. Big old mansion. Goes from bedroom to bedroom. Naked bunnies standing there naked. Knock on the door. Open the door. There's 3 Ku Klux Klansmen in hoods. They take him and hang him. Next day, the 3 white genies are at Starbucks drinking coffee, talking. And the genie goes, that first wish, a big mansion, everybody wants that. I could relate to that. He said, I know. I said, that second wish, the naked bunnies, I could relate to that. But that third wish, I'm confused with that. I said, this third wish is, yeah. He said, he wanted to be hung like a nigger. Anyway, listen. Oh, come on, it's funny. Big old mansion. Goes from bedroom to bedroom. Naked bunnies standing there naked. Knock on the door. Open the door. There's 3 Ku Klux Klansmen in hoods. They take him and hang him. Next day, the 3 white genies are at Starbucks drinking coffee, talking. And the genie goes, that first wish, a big mansion, everybody wants that. I could relate to that. He said, I know. I said, that second wish, the naked bunnies, I could relate to that. But that third wish, I'm confused with that. I said, this third wish is, yeah. He said, he wanted to be hung like a nigger. Anyway, listen. Oh, come on, it's funny. It's funny. You know damn well it's funny.
The genies sent 2 KKK members. Yeah, but the genies
it's
didn't get
funny.
it. So they sent KKK members.
A black man is homeless, so he goes to the farm area to talk to the farmer and his wife. Said, look, I need some work. I'm just starving and stuff. You have to help me. They said, we got a lot of stuff around here. You can dig the well, do the roof. We got all kinds. He said, oh, I don't do manual labor. They said, what? Well, what do you do? So I'm like Eddie Murphy. I talk to the animals. And the wife said, well, just try them out for one night. So next morning, the farmer told her husband, the farmer's wife said, get up, go find out who he talked to. Who you talking to? The chickens. They said, you got some hay that's rubbing on their ass. It's not natural hay. Put the natural hay down there, and they'll lay 10 times as much eggs. It happened. Farmer's wife got all that money. Good, good. Give him some clothes, give him some money, keep him. We got us a gold mine. Next morning, get up, go down there and find out who he talked to. Said, talk to the horses. They said, you got the iron here. Go back to the rope, and they'll just plow 3 times as much. Horses did it. She told, get up. Next morning, gone. So talk to the cows and cells. You got 10 on their nipples. Go back to your hand, natural, and you'll get 5 times as much milk. They did it. Great. She said, "Oh, this is great. Got all this money. This is great. Go down there and talk to him." Found out who we talked to. The farmer went down and said, "Who'd you talk to?" And the man said, "Well, I've been talking to the sheep." And the man said, "The sheep, don't talk to them. They're big liars." Oh, come on. It's funny. It's funny. And you can't wait to tell it. But listen.
This, boy. This.
Big liars. She's funny. She's going, "Yeah, the sheep." Yeah. But I've heard a lot of things. You know, you hear all kind of stuff. I heard that Adam was a white man. Did you hear that? Mm-hmm. That's how they can prove it. He said, "You ever try to take a rib from a nigger?" But listen. I hear all of those kind of crazy stuff. When they say at the beginning, everybody was black. Did you hear that? The world, everybody was black. And they said, "Come down to the water and cleanse yourself." And all the aggressive people ran down the water and came out white. You know, they ran out, jumped in the water. And all the lazy niggas went down there and put their hands and feet in the water. That was very funny. Quite enough. White folks always trying to run shit, aren't they? Now just hold on. He's overstepped his boundaries. I counted, nigga, and he said it 20 times. He went over his boundaries. We were just to get about 10 or 15 niggers. He did 20. I want something done about that. It's too fucking funny. Nothing can be white enough, but it can be too black, can it? That's what kills me. Can it be too black? This is too black. But nothing can be too white. That's why I go to all the white things. I go to ice skating rings, stand up. This is too white. The hell with all of you. I go to hockey games. The hell with you. It's too white. When they're doing those skiing accidents. Oh, you know, there's a black girl that I got to tell white folks, because, you know, we've been whooping their ass in tennis. There's a black girl. Well, we didn't whoop white folks' ass. They didn't know we could play tennis like that. They still standing over there in England. But there's a black girl that can ski. Get ready, y'all. She can ski her ass off. And she's from the islands. She's been practicing on dirt. Just wait till she gets some snow. But, you know, white folks are mad at us because we've been beating them at their own game. We've been beating them at their sports. You know they're mad. We whoop their ass in tennis, and don't even mention golf. Don't even mention golf. I'm surprised white folks ain't made golf against the law. It's against the law. Close every golf club in the country. Want these niggers eating their greens, not playing on ours. Because they done drove Tiger Wood crazy. What is he now? Copper what? Carbochylation. What the? Nigga, please. What does that mean? Carbochylation? Please. I don't know about the space program, but I know a nigga when I see one. Tiger Wood is black. Tiger Wood's lips are bigger than LeVar Burton's. I saw his daddy, nigga. I saw his mammy, nigga lover. That's a nigga in my goddamn book. Fuzzy Wuzzy knew what he was. I like Tony the Tiger better than I do Tiger Wood. At least Tony knows he's white and he's proud. Great! You don't hear Tony talking stupid. I'm 1/4 zebra, I'm 1/3 giraffe. But anyway, we're glad that you guys came. And I want to thank you very much. Thanks a lot. You've been nice to me. Thank you. Thank you.
Man. Real ass nigga shot me.
think if something made money, then they would want to put some more money in it and see it go on. But it didn't work out that way.
It was at a point in Hollywood's history when the movie-going public was low, allowed. Whites weren't going to films. They got tired of seeing that. They'd rather look at television. There was more invention on television. So the film industry, the film market, began to drop because people weren't going. So they resorted to that secondary market. And once the secondary market got Hollywood some money, got its wind back, so to speak, they then began to establish the status quo, the whatever. They then began to go back to the position of, okay, we've got some money now. We don't need the blacks. We don't need the minorities. We don't need the women. We don't need none of that. We're going to do our thing.
White fantasy films. I love the fantasy. I do. Love Chariots of Fire. I love that film. White people running track and laugh for 2 weeks. I love that fantasy. Oh, come on. I love the fantasy.
Hold on.
I saw Body Heat. White people screwing all night.
Yeah,
I love the fantasy.
No,
I saw Annie, the little white orphan. I loved it. I said, look, somebody killed this little bitch before I do. Tomorrow. No, Annie, I'm killing you tonight. There'll be no tomorrow. I loved, what was that? That was a fantasy. I loved, what was it? The boxer. Rocky. I love that. 1, 2, and 3. I love it. Fantasy. White people do not beat up gray, big, black, wild niggas. They don't do that. Hoping to do Rocky 4. It's serious. He's a swimmer. He swims from here to England. There's a black man in a canoe. Shit, this white man can swim. God damn. Then I saw the fantasy, E.T. It can only happen to white people. You'd fall in love with a long-necked, big-eyed, green, ugly, green little bastard from space. Drag him home. Let him sleep with your kids. Let him eat up the food. Let him try on all the clothes, a little freak. Let him drink up everything. Let him phone home. Beg him to live with you, and you can't live next door to niggas for 5 minutes. The shit is sick, and you know it. Oh, come on, give it up. It's some sick stuff. Hollywood, I think, is racist. I've always felt that. I mean, although I'm a part of it, I just think it is. Right from the beginning with Birth of a Nation, which they say is an art and the best film ever made, and I find it insulting and racist. And they gave Lillian Gish, and I know America loves her, an award, old stringy, old white lady, an award, and I just think she should be apologized for being in that movie, because I don't know if you've seen it, but it's a very racist movie. It should be burned. They lost some part of it. They should find the other part and burn all of it.
They say it's one of the greatest movies of all time, and I hate it. Because when I look at the screen, I couldn't really identify with Red Butler. I was looking at Big Jim, you know, running behind the runaway carriage, saying, "I's a coming, Miss Scott, I's a coming." And, you know, white people, they always have their own identities. And, you know, as they were talking, I would say, my God, don't they realize that this film has the greatest stereotypes of any film? And, you know, it's just very, very bad. It just seems like it should not have to be that way.
He was this standard bearer for blacks in America as our motion picture performer. And we just sort of positioned him there and kept him there.
I had a speech, but I'm not going to make it. When I started in this business, on my first job, I was in concert with one other black man, and he was the shoeshine boy on that lot.
Right.
That's true.
Unity. That's the one thing that frightens white people is unity between blacks. They don't want us to have anything in common because we like what the favorite dance step is. We can spread that quickly. We all dance the same. It has variations throughout the states, but it's all the same. And if we ever communicate the way we do only dads will be a problem in America.
And our children, ladies and gentlemen, the king, Michael Jackson, hosting the Thriller. Ingrid. Ingrid from Immaculate Heart. Mr. Michael.
When you begin to look at the new technologies that give Hollywood a run for its money, like the music tapes, MTV tapes, you know, you then have to start to understand what's happening. The kids that buy those tapes are black and white, yellow, green, red. I mean, they buy the tapes. Michael Jackson didn't happen because he was just an alien from another country. You have talent, sure, he's black, and all those other things that come into play. Michael Jackson is selling in South Africa. I mean, you know, who buys records in South Africa? The blacks don't have that kind of money to make him a big seller. So something is going to come around. As I said, Richard Pryor is one of the biggest box office draw, guaranteed. If you get Richard in a picture, you're guaranteed to make money. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. Eddie Murphy's first film
no matter what, we still gotta go
didn't become an Eddie Murphy film from the outset. He was an adjunct.
I just hope
they didn't use him to raise the money to get the film to make the movie. They're doing that now.
The other cultures will use the principles, they understand the principles, they set their goals, and they pursue those goals. They achieve the first one, they set out on the second one. And in blacks, we do great things, you know, and flashy things, and we have great athletes and great musicians. But then we're basically controlled by other cultures. And for example, the black superstar today, to me, is a 1984 Uncle Tom. Because while he's trying to get another contract for an additional $1 million, he's represented totally by white people. So he's not reaching back and bringing in any black lawyers or black accountants or black managers. He's just so happy to be considered an idol within the society. He doesn't understand that in 10 years, all that will happen is that will be broken, and he wouldn't have created anything that would be lasting for his kids or his grandchildren. So until we understand the principle that every other culture seems to understand, we're always going to have to ask someone to do something for us.
Don't forget to register to vote. You know, it's a man's world unless women vote. Are you registered to vote?
And Jesse Jackson running for president. Just think of that. Jesse Jackson. Do you know what happened if he runs for president? What would actually happen? Dead white people will get out of their graves to go vote. Dawn of the voters. They don't know why. They just have to go.
Dawn of the voters.
America is not ready for a black president. They're not ready. Come on, they're not even ready for a nigger vice president. Let's be realistic. Which would work. It would be wonderful. Nigger vice president. Think about it. Be perfect. That would assure the president wouldn't be assassinated. Oh, ain't nobody gonna shoot with a nigger vice president. There'll be no shooting. President can ride in a convertible all day, all night. There'll be no shooting. Where's the president? He's asleep in the convertible. He's safe.
Tonight on That's What I'm Talking About, the legendary Harry Belafonte.
Is this the end? Well, this wasn't how I saw it.
Award-winning actress, Diane Carroll.
I'll write that down and sign it.
Contributing editor for Rolling Stone magazine and BET correspondent, Torre.
You know what real courage would have been if the Broccoli family had allowed the new Bond to be black.
And the always outspoken comedian, Paul Mooney.
I've got a great idea for a daytime TV show.
Which is?
Good Morning, Black America. And it will come on at noon.
Okay. We'll be talking films, television, and news. The greats, dates, and debates of black media. I'm Wayne Brady here, and welcome to That's What I'm Talking About.
Things aren't as they seem.
Now, y'all must have thought that was funny.
That's what I'm talking about.
Hello, Wayne Brady here, and welcome to That's What I'm Talking About. Thank you folks so much for being here. The first thing that I'm going to throw out on the table is black or African American. Which one do you prefer, or should we even prefer
If we're
one
going
of
to
the
deal
other?
in truths, what I put down for race is stolen African.
Do you?
But don't forget nigger, the new nigger, that word that my generation embraces and loves.
Yeah, but then there's people who hate it because of what they experience with it, and it conjures up demons. So.
Yeah.
Well, when we grew up, they used to, you know, Harry and I have been around for a long time, and used to say, as you were applying for you, I'm sorry.
Go ahead. Speak for yourself. Is it color?
It asks for your color on your application for your driver's license, something. So I always wrote plaid. But I do believe that we must never get so involved in this conversation that we can just understand that that's a sort of camouflage. It's sort of to distract us from things that are important, like money. So why are we sitting here talking about, call me green. It's my favorite.
No other group has been in a search for title. Nobody else.
That's why it's idiotic.
Nobody else somewhere along the line was called.
It's so idiotic for
Negro, black, African American, and then something else. And we call ourselves African Americans, and yet the truth of the matter is that most black people in America know very little about Africa.
How did we get to Africa with a C? Because it was originally with a K.
Yeah, I mean, but it's all. I'm confused. Where's the doctor?
No, I just wanted to throw out the African American and black thing just to see where we were coming from on that. So now we're going to move into TV. We're starting with the media. This is a list of our most influential black TV shows. Now, I just put this list together. It's my top 10 list plus 2, so it's 12. At number 12, I have the Richard Pryor Show.
Whoa. You already made a mistake. How could it be so low? How could you already mad at me?
How can you remember me?
12. It's got to be the top 3 at least.
Can I just finish?
I've seen every episode.
Could you let this man speak on?
Can I just finish?
12 is good.
This is great. You about to give me a black eye.
12 is good.
Put the pressure. I leave.
I gotta be a black guy.
Don't make a fuss till you hear what number 11 is.
Thank you.
All right.
Yeah, that's my number 12. That's my number 12. And number 11, the Flip Wilson Show. Love Flip Wilson.
Work with that.
10,
You're talking
Roots.
turkey.
Roots. I love Roots. The Jeffersons. Good Times. Julia.
Oh, yeah.
And that wasn't done just because she's right here. She's gorgeous. It's true.
The check is in the mail.
Thank you so much. The Cosby Show. Rock. ROC.
Okay.
The Arsenio Hall Show. I Spy. In Living Color.
Yeah, I was on. Yep, that's me.
And the Chappelle Show.
Oh, that's me.
Okay, I stand by my
that's my
critique
list.
before. How is Richard Pryor 12th out of that list?
Now,
got to be in the top 3.
First off, culturally, I would place the Richard Pryor Show and the Chappelle Show as bookends. Pryor's show made NBC so nervous. Rarely has a network been so wigged out.
The network wasn't really frightened. They loved it because they had a life. Those execs, they were like zombies. When Richard came on, now they had a life. They could make decisions. They could get on the phone. They could order you around. We can't do that. The censorship. They suddenly become alive. Before Richard, they were zombies. They were the Walking Dead. It was like when I was back then when I was a kid and there were no blacks in commercials. And we used to sit around and they run by real fast and go, that was somebody black. You guys don't understand that we used to wait. Like this man here, we worshiped this man because we were males and we wanted to. When I went to the movies, I wanted to see me.
But every black woman, we worship this
man. Well, I'm sure. Yeah. But my mother.
We had never seen anything like him.
Now you tell me.
Yeah, now they tell you. Where were you then? Where were you back then? But anyway, this was an image for us. You have to remember that we went to the movies. We saw John Wayne. We saw all these white men.
Yes.
But to get involved, I have to feel like I'm actually in the movie. When I see him in the movies.
I'm very happy that you said that because, I've thought about this for years. I guess we've all thought of it because I thought for a long period of time that I was obligated to see any piece of property that involved black people. And the time came in my life when I said, wait a minute, should I still hold on to this sense of responsibility that I'm there and shelling out because it's a black project? And I think it was an enormous dilemma for me, but I would say in the long run, I really started looking for quality.
So you felt the need to always commit yourself, whether it was as a viewer or as an actress, that I've got to get behind these black things because it's black and I've got to be there for
but
black.
Still, being black carries a responsibility. I don't care what you tell yourself, what denial, whatever you do. We were watching Dynasty, and people liked it. It was very popular, so popular during the day. I mean, during the night. When you came on, it changed it. Do you understand? Now suddenly there was somebody that was beautiful. There was someone who was wealthy. There was someone that would kick your behind.
Right.
You know.
Well, let me explain something to you. When we were putting that together, they were kind enough to come to me to ask, how should we put this character together? And I said I would like to be a part of who this character is, because I know the whole thing is fluff, and we're all there to have a good time and wear pretty clothes. But I would really like very much for you to write Dominique Devereaux exactly the same as you would write for a white male. I want her to be totally ruthless, absolutely no humanity.
I didn't thank you for your present.
And I want her to have no feelings about being a mother. If you do that, then
White males are like that.
Well, that's what
But the beauty,
especially the feeling about being a mother part.
told me to say that.
But the beauty was also that she was wealthy, and with the Cosby Show again, that they were wealthy, and so there was this aspirational.
But they were all
aspect
about one
that we
thing,
loved.
and that was the money. Business, the money. It was all about the money.
And they were treacherous, too.
Yes,
Yeah,
they were.
yeah, they were.
And I didn't want them to feel, because they were bringing a black person into the show, that I all of a sudden had to be this wonderful human being.
Yeah. When you came into Dynasty, you crushed walls simply by being there. Why, if you get to a certain place as a black actor or as a sports figure, why all of a sudden can you just not say, I've reached the mountain, but you then need to pick up the entire neighborhood and say, come on, I'm taking you with me? Well, why do you have to do that?
You feel the response. The lineage is so clear. I would not have made it on CNN if you had not broken down the barriers decades before.
Absolutely.
And I can see you. I grew up watching you. I know. And even more than that, what Jackie Robinson did before that. And even before that, what Harriet Tubman did. There's a very clear lineage that we talked about in my home with my parents. So I know that there are all these people who pushed the rock up the hill.
Right.
And now I get to be at the top of the hill because they did a lot of that legwork before me.
When you just said, why must we, once we have established ourselves as being present, why do we have the responsibility to have to bring everything else with us? I think you have that responsibility in part because that's how you got where you are. Somebody brought something into the room when they got where they were. And there are expectations with that access to power, access to debate, access to bringing something to the table that didn't exist before you. I grew up my whole early life looking at people who played plantation blacks, who played house slaves, who played buffoons, who had to poke out their lips and bug their eyes. What I never saw was A. LeVar Burton and that physiognomy, saying something about struggle, saying something about aspiration, saying something about who they were. And
being moved from the background into the forefront.
That's what I think shocked you. You were not prepared for this man to be in the
phone
forefront.
calls from white friends every day when it was on.
Well, you
crying
mustn't
and
have white
apologizing.
friends. I've told you about that.
I'm so glad we moved into that area.
But is that your professional advice to us?
Folks, stick around. We'll be right back after this.
Coming up next. Now watching MTV is like watching BET.
I don't know if you folks know this, but a large percentage of the daytime television audience is black.
I've got a great idea for a daytime TV show.
Which is?
Good Morning, Black America. And it will come on at noon.
Okay. Just in time to get up.
I don't get up at noon.
Daytime TV, it's all about Oprah. She's the #1 queen of all time.
Oprah is a kingdom unto herself, which I'm going to throw it out for debate. That is a good thing, and that is a bad thing.
Well, but we've seen Oprah through, say, 3 generations of daytime TV. And it went from, it was semi-dignified when she started, then it became completely a circus, the Springer era, from Donahue to Springer. And now it's back, Springer is old now, now it's back to more confessional, a little more dignified. Oprah has remained a dignified television presence.
Yes, she has.
For all this time. That's amazing.
I love Oprah. I love her because she tricked white people. That's why I love her.
How she tricked white people?
Because she came out as Aunt Jemima with a degree. And she cried and she had a child and she, Lord have mercy. They gave her $1 billion and she turned into Dorothy Dandridge right before their eyes.
Yeah.
She's thin. They thought they had a colored girl.
Write that down and sign it.
They thought they had a colored girl. And she said, no, I'm a cover girl. I'll be on the cover of the magazine.
No, she's fine now.
I love her. That's why I love her. I love Oprah. I'm sorry.
But I think the whole point of the thing is, in daytime, with such a large percentage, there's so much revenue generated because of that. You would think that we would have more of a presence in the daytime.
Let me just say one thing about that observation. Why isn't there more being pitched to that demographic? And I think that somewhere, those who sit down and study market moves, study where people are, study who spends, study them, there is a...
Don't say spends and look in my direction.
Well,
sorry.
I always speak to my right. But the point is that if those same forces felt that somewhere in midday television, there was something to be extracted that spelled profit for them, black would not interfere with the choice.
Well, we're certainly seeing that with the reality show era. I mean, you know, Being Bobby Brown, Run's House, there's tons of, and whatever you think of them, there's tons of black reality shows
But
now.
on niche markets, though, I mean, MTV is huge, but it's MTV.
Well, let's talk about MTV. They didn't want blacks.
The first 4 years.
Yeah, they didn't want blacks. And they didn't even want Michael Jackson. He's whiter than all of them.
Michael had to fight to
Michael
get
was
his
I'm saying
video
that. They didn't want him. I'm saying he's whiter than all of them.
Yeah.
They didn't even want him on, okay? Yeah. And it's interesting to watch because now watching MTV is like watching BET.
That's right.
Which is almost black television. And so...
And BET.
Yeah.
It's a new day. It's a new day at BET right now. Come on now.
Yeah, don't be naive. Anyway, I want us as a black people, for me, to represent us on all phases, on the news, on everything. You know, we do things we die in, we sit in till we're not in, and then everyone else. The women get their part. I'm talking about white women. They get their part because of us, how we suffer. A white woman should kiss a black man every time she sees him, because without us, they'd have nothing.
Well, it's also about how gay people have used the template of the black civil rights struggle to work their struggle, and
everyone
the
has
black
done that.
power struggle.
Everyone has done that.
Why is that still so? Why is that
I think it's
still
because of the black male. It's something about us. That's why we can't catch a cab. It's something about us.
Are you saying that
it's
the
sexual,
fear
yes,
that James Baldwin said is
it's a sexual,
always
it is a fear.
It's still there.
But also the fascination with
Fear
black
and
men.
fascination.
There's
That's
both
exactly what
those
it is.
things,
Yes, it
and
is.
often at the same time.
Yes, I know that's true, and I know Harry knows that's true too. He's frightened them to death, and yet they couldn't take their eyes off. They wanted, his presence.
Coming up next.
What if you and Sydney and you had said, I have to coon it up too?
Before there was any such thing as a Mason or an elf, we were black. Before there was any such thing as a Jew or a Christian, we were black people.
We were talking about, the black and entertainment and whatnot. What about the trend of trying to make the black versions of something that exists, just so we have some sort of ownership over it? Recently, we had a remake, The Black Honeymooners. Was that version, that movie version, any better?
No, once it's done and it's white, it's done. And even as whiteness redone, like The Postman Rings Twice, once it's done, it's done. It's a done deal. It's like The Wiz. I think we got very upset over that. You were getting in waters, shark-infested waters. They worship that
remake The Wiz.
The Wizard of Oz. The Wiz they didn't like.
Yeah. Really?
They didn't like. But you're stepping on holy ground.
Yeah.
You're messing with Julie Garland.
We did it better though. We did it better. Just the same way John Coltrane made My Favorite Thing better.
But in the movies, it didn't do anything.
No, but I still watch it tonight.
But I have to ask, did you enjoy it?
There's parts of it. There's a lot of parts of it. Didn't I was too hooked up on Julie Garland.
Oh,
I've been brainwashed already.
Oh, I love that movie though.
I've been brainwashed. Come on.
I love the movie.
I kept looking for Julie
soundtrack.
If you have a work that is so distinctive,
right,
and has such a powerful DNA, to attempt to remake it, whether you make it with white people or black people, if you do not live up to some standard of why you say it is that you want to remake that, you're doomed to some tragic conclusion.
That's exactly
I
it.
didn't like The Wiz. And
You
it wasn't
didn't like The
because
Wiz.
black people were doing it.
That's exactly
I didn't like The Wiz because it's a badly made movie off of a classic. Why remake it unless you got something better?
That is
I guess I'm the only one, and I used to being a minority, so that's I love The Wiz. I love the music.
How old are you?
34. I love Michael Jackson. Love the rhythm of it. I mean, they really did find a black way of really attacking some of those things that they did in The Wizard of Oz. I love the music.
Attacking what things? Comparisons when you saw The Wiz to The Wizard of Oz?
Sure.
When you saw The Wiz
because
to
you would
what you've seen in The Wizard of
But
Oz?
it's not so much a comparison, but in your mind, you are following the parallels, not a comparison.
Come on, the white people show The Wizard of Oz every year. Was September 7th every single year? You must watch The Wizard of Oz. At least when I was growing up, every year they played it. And then when I finally saw The Wiz, oh my God, this is so much fun.
What is it? They're remaking King Kong again. What, fourth, fifth time?
Which doesn't make it a good movie.
Look, no, I'm saying they're remaking. They're obsessed with remaking King Kong.
So why
chasing
do you
that
think
white
that
lady.
is
Because
so?
it's chasing that white lady. That's why.
Of course it is.
But
and you don't have to say it that quickly.
But I want
it has to do
them
with our American
But I want them to redo it
culture,
now because
sexuality.
because white people are real black now. I want.
White
I want.
people are real black. Don't go so
a
fast.
ghetto
I really-
Fay Ray. I want her to chase the gorilla back to the island.
You know what I really want? Get your hands off me. You know what real urge would have been if the Broccoli family had allowed the new Bond to be black.
What?
Now that would have been fun
You
and
want
exciting.
white people?
Now I
wait,
will
you
go
want
to
a black James Bond? White people will cut their wrists all over America. You don't want to commit suicide. What do they call it? Black Bond Bond? Like, yeah, please, come on.
Now, it's got to be pretty hard for movie actors like this. Take a look. Hattie McDaniel. Butterfly McQueen. Stephen Fetchit. Bill Bojangles Robinson. Billy Buckwheat Thomas. Eddie Rochester Anderson. Now, those are guys who, as soon as I say their names and we're looking at the pictures, it brings a certain connotation because we know that they had to operate within a certain time period. Now, there are folks that I've heard say, well, you know, that dude was a sellout, and they were the sellouts of their day.
But let's just establish
But they were actors.
They were brilliant.
actors.
They were absolutely
They were
I'm
brilliant.
gonna tell you
They
why.
were.
Because they had to act for real. They deserved Academy Awards.
Intelligent men, very
They
intelligent
deserved
women.
Academy because they put on this buffoonery. They put on this act. They knew what those white people wanted. At that time, it was overt. Now it's covert. You know, you're a nigga when you leave the room. But then you were that right to your face because it was a control factor.
Well, they took the period of time and they controlled it.
They took lemon and they made lemonades.
Yes.
They did what they had to do the work.
But they forwarded the stereotypes.
But it's not. But it was at that time.
I think he's saying that they did not have a choice.
I said they had to feed their families. Even when they were porters, they could speak 5 different languages.
But wasn't Oscar Michaud working at that same time?
Would you like to listen to the radio?
I'd rather listen to you, Lena.
Making films where there were some dignified roles. I've seen some of them, and he does have some toms, but for the purpose of saying this person's a tom.
But Amos Andy on the radio was white, just like Eminem. Nothing's changed. Then when it came on television, these were black performers, and they had got names standing from going to the Apollo and watching black people to take, and black people. I'd rather see black people acting black and buffoonery and doing things that black people do than see white people doing it. It's like with the rap and all that. I don't like it. I'm offended by it. I don't like it. It makes me want to start hanging black people again. Then I'll find out who's white.
we have to admit that many of those performances that we saw are, we'll never forget them.
What,
They
those
were,
performances
oh
with the eyes?
my heavens,
I
they were
practiced with the eyes sometime myself.
unbelievable. And,
No, they weren't
and
good.
for them to work a full day of whatever indignity
And I
on
think
the
without
set
them,
and with people
I think without them opening those doors for them to accept blacks in a way that we wanted to be accepted, I don't think this man would have got accepted when he came in. If we weren't there to do that, somebody has to open that door. Whether we open it with Yaza or
what if
yes, open the door.
you and Sydney and you had said, I have to coon it up too?
I coon it up back in
Where
those
would
times.
we be now?
Yeah.
I mean, that you guys stepped up and said, I'm going to be strong and dignified.
I think the time in which we lived, there was a universal readiness for the kind of change, the kind of upheaval that came along with our era. We weren't just defined by those leading men and those really remarkable looking women that graced the screen. We were also connected to a lot of things that were going on socially in our day. Africa was in great turmoil. Nobody wanted to return back to the colonial formula after having fought in the Second World War, which many of us did because we were told that that war was for democracy, that war was to end white supremacy, it was to end all of those inequities. And at the end of that war, we came back with expectations. I came back with expectations. Sidney came back with expectations. James Earl Jones came. So when the doors that we knocked at gave the slightest indication that they were ready to open, we marched in and brought those expectations with us.
As a black entertainer, at some point, there's some level of minstrelsy, and it's either the tap dancing or the black monster figure. You have to do one of those two things.
And somewhere in between. Well, didn't Hattie McDaniel say she would rather play a maid than be one? Didn't she say that?
Right, but where are the courageous people that said, I will not do those stereotypes, I will not play those? Where are they?
Let me ask you a question that sees comparatives. Would you say that aspect of the hip-hop culture, which now puts black men out with chains around their neck, defiling black women and going to a debased place for cultural expression, has any comparison with those who made the choice to play the buffoons of that era before? Do you find that there is another...
question.
Do you find that there's
I
another...
knew I loved you for great question.
Yeah, absolutely. There is something when I talked about the minstrelsy and wanting to play that black buck, figure, that nigger, ignorant, like we are reveling in that, absolutely.
Well, don't you find that as offensive?
Well, no, because it stands in contrast to the weak Negro that we saw from the 50s, that like the men that we just saw. It stands in stark contrast. We're not taking anything. Now, it's an ignorant figure at the same time, reveling in his exploits in the street.
So you say,
no, not necessarily right.
We can suspend our morals.
No, not at all. But also, part of the hip hop generation has many problems with the men's relationship with women, right? But a large part of that is because many of our fathers, not mine, but many of our fathers, abandoned us. We grew up without a father in the home. How do we relate to women? We don't even know.
But I actually think that the whole hip-hop, all of this, is a backlash from the civil rights movement and from the movement. We never followed that through. We were supposed to be free, and this dream never came true. And I think the kids are defying, they're angry about it. That we didn't make it the way it should be.
There is that. We marched, we got hosed, we got bit by dogs, and where are we?
I just think that
I think those slick white people up in the boardroom iced us again.
Yeah, I can believe that too.
And put something on the table that was so seductive and so hard to resist. Look, when I hung out up in the South Bronx with Africa Bambaataa and Melly Mel and watched the dawning of the hip-hop culture, it brought to me a profound sense of a wonderful thing that was in our future. This was an articulation that was just absolutely stunning.
Yeah, and then it came...
All of a sudden, one day, somebody came up and jingled 30 pieces of silver. And all of a sudden, many began to... And that institution of rape and profiting stepped in and corrupted and turned that thing into another being.
Now, I must ask you, are you saying that the white music community understood that there was a place for this music, and they directed these young black people.
Not the white music community, the white banking community.
I don't even know if